do, baby? What it do, baby? What it do, baby? What it do, baby?
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes off my face. Right now. Wow.
Okay.
Good job, my brother. We rockin' with you. It doesn't matter what you think. Bang! Bang! It's good. Is it the shoes?
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. You understand?
Panic, boom.
Claudine, GTD. What does GTD stand for? Man, you are in a court of law. There are a lot of people in here. We can't hear you. Your Honor, you're going to have to make them speak up. What does GTD stand for? Got the draws, okay? Yeah, he got the draws.
It doesn't matter what you think. Acknowledge me.
Goddamn right.
Panic, boom.
Turbulence, people.
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Who is it you think you see? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks.
Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Piss you, I piss on you, I pee on you.
Normally I don't do this, but I'm gonna hit y'all off with a little taste of the remix. Y'all ready? Here we go. I pick you up from the club, take you home to make some love. Got a surprise, close your eyes, I'm gonna cover you in suds. I'm gonna give you some poo-poo, I'm gonna give you some pee-pee, I'm gonna give you some doo-doo, wash it down with some wee-wee. This is the remix edition of a song about pissing. I got that pee and leaking, and there's juice in the kitchen. I sip Chris. You drank piss.
I want to sing a little song that kept me going when I had troubles. We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock. But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Rock lobster. Rock lobster. Yeah, you're gonna be okay.
Is that an arm baby? No, I don't do arm baby. Throw that baby in the trash. Respect it.
Then get out. Then Esther, I don't care. Esther. I'm not gonna get out. Esther. Because you were being rude.
All right, here's a little tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West. Well, there once were two cowboys all alone out on the trail, and they discovered they could sleep with another male. Now they're having butt sex. Cowboy butt sex. Sodomy. Come on, everybody. Sodomy. Sodomy. Sodomy.
That is ridiculous.
P-H-I-L-L-Y, northwest, southwest, south side.
Come hell or high water, and to be clear, I am the hell and the high water.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Acknowledge me.
Get over here!
Top of the morning, governors. What? It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Now what y'all know about the dick boy?
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Oh, I might want to put the screen on. I don't know why, man. I get the giggles. As soon as the show starts, man. I be laughing at the soundboard. Salute to the squad. Let me know if you guys can hear me right now. Put salute in the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. Somebody just hit me. I want to make sure it wasn't a Cash App. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see. They get together tonight. I'm sorry, reading the text from Grown Folk Talk. Everybody getting together tonight for a boat ride. I'm going. These last minute ninjas just told me last night.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
A boat ride. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on that. That's my long way of saying I ain't going, but salute to the squad. Salute, not the squad, salute to my family, to my kinfolk. Let's see, make sure everyone can hear me. Let's see, salute in the chat. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm seeing salute. Okay. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed the what's going on, RM. Hope you guys enjoyed the Rock Lobster. Somebody left me in the chat. Somebody left that in the chat for me to do. Salute to the squad. Let's see what's going on, Casino. I see you. Casino said
access denied.
Oh yeah, that's my Detroiter. What up, though, man? What up, though? Theo working on a rated R rating. Salute to the squad, man. Salute to the homie Juice, man. Juice said, side of me. No, that shit is funny, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care what you been. That shit is hilarious, man. I don't care, bro. It's funny any way you would look at it. Salute to the squad. Make sure you guys can hear me. This is salute to Mona D as well. This is a wig, weave, caked up, makeup free zone. Enter at your own words. Fine.
Bang! It's good.
I need to have this on rotation. I need to set that up in StreamBot. I need to set it up so it's going. So you don't even have to worry about it. This just all automatically pops up in the chat. If you're wearing a wig in this broadcast, you're in this broadcast or in your edges, one of the two. Either rip that shit off like it's a goddamn mask, or turn off the podcast. Whichever one is easier. I prefer you take the wig off. Salute to Kevin. I see you, bro. Deuce, I see you. DeMarco, I see you. Salute to Baltimore, man. All right, guys, let's get it going. Let me see you guys' locations in the chat. Don Jeter says, what up, Don? I need to hear Floyd Mayweather before I like what it do.
What it do, baby?
Please don't start that, bro. Please don't start that. What up, though? Make sure you guys are checking out Chelsea's live line as well. Dorian Green says, what up, bro? What's going on, Dorian? Salute to the squad, man. And the lovely squadess, Chelsea.
What it do, baby?
Respectfully. Salute to the squad. Genuine Trucker Tone, I see you. All right, guys, let me see those locations in the chat. Your boy Theo here is broadcasting live from Detroit, Michigan. Midwest, we in here. Let's go. Let me see those locations in the chat. Let's go. Squadettes.
What it do, baby?
Hope everyone's doing good. Miles Bill Anderson says, Peter Griffin rocks. Right, yo. Team that. There you go.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
These are not authorized here, ladies. If you go on the lace front right now, like, let me listen to Theo. You got one or two options. You better take that goddamn wig off. Don't hit play on YouTube. Get off. Close the app now. Salute to the squad. Let's see what we got. We're laughing at Chelsea. What's going on, Mark? My super set. It's a breath away. You know it, bro. You automatically get timed out. Facts. That's there we go.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
This we here. You automatically. If you like, it should use your device to detect your wig. Just freeze up on you. We got Pasadena in the house. We got Inglewood in the house. We got Sacramento in the house. California showing love like always.
California.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Detroit in the building. We got Chicago. Salute to the shop, man. Got the homie Jay. I know Jay in LA. Salute to Trinae in Oklahoma City. Yo.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
I gotta get an OKC drop. Salute to Oklahoma City. Salute to Deuce in Kansas City. Salute to my boy Rod. H-Time.
Now what y'all know about the Texas boys?
Salute to the squad. We got Alaska in the building.
Where's my money, bitch?
Always throws me off. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, we got Blue Cleveland. No, we got Cleveland in the house. Cleveland!
This is for you!
Derek's gonna make me. I got no beef with Cincinnati. Derek's gonna make me hate Cincinnati when this is all over with. Let's see, we got Ann Arbor in the building. We got Detroit in the building. Salute to the squad. Everybody in here, scalp that weed. Facts! Rolled up. Facts!
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Sometimes you can't grab the words right in the moment. That's exactly. I want you to scalp your ass like a Oklahoma engine in 1890. That's what I want you to do with that wig and that lace front. Get it the fuck out of here and set it on fire. Respectfully, I'm trying to watch my language. Salute to the squad and all the beautiful squadettes. Salute to the homie son Moses, repping the great state of Virginia.
From Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books.
We got Philly in the building, bro.
H-I-L-L-Y, Northwest, Southwest, Southside.
We deep in Atlanta, too.
Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. way, and we ride on them things like every day.
Gotta get the boo-foo fit. Sorry, I had to. Oh man, salute to you, bro. Salute from all. We got Austin in the building. Let's see who else we got. We got Kansas City. We got KC Mo and KC. I get y'all mixed up. Salute to the squad, man. Let's see. Salute to Janesta Coleman. Janesta dropping the bread on. You get this, Janesta.
Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Got our first super chat of the day. Salute to Janesta, the lovely Janesta.
What it do, baby?
At the same time. Let's see. Janesta says, good morning, Do Better Squad. Have a great show. Showing some love. See you later. Salute to you, Janesta. Janesta is a moderator, channel member, and I believe day one sub. Thank you very much, Janessa, for always supporting the show. Appreciate you. Let me grab this other one here, and we'll get to it, guys. He says, Detroit players, stay grinding. You already know how we move with facts, bro.
Hey, y'all, welcome to Detroit City. I said, welcome to Detroit City.
What up, though, to all my Detroiters, man? Y'all know I got to hold it down. We in the D. We in here. Appreciate you. Excuse me. Appreciate you, Casino. Appreciate you very much, man. Let's get to it. My bad, Chelsea. You wasn't the first super chat. It was the homie Juice. I just discarded you, Juice. My bad, man. My apologies as well. Any housekeeping, I don't think I had much. I wanted to give some shout out to Clarence Carr. Salute to Clarence Carr representing.
You welcome, OG. I made you hot, nigga.
Clarence Carr was yesterday's show sponsor. We definitely looking for another one. And then also, excuse me, didn't drink any tea this morning. Make sure you guys are subbed to, the hell was that? Oh, make sure you guys are subbed to the second channel and check out, check me out on Rumble. And join the channel Discord as well, man. We be chopping up in there all the time, just talking dumb foolishness. If you want to talk to me directly or anybody else in the squad or squadettes, join the Discord. We be in there. And it's growing a little bit. I need to get some more people over there. And then the Patreon and the merch is coming soon. I'm going to hit up 10 plus today to try to get some designs so I can have, get some Arm Baby t-shirts and hats and all that kind of good stuff. I actually thought of like 10 slogans that we say on here that's actually pretty damn good. So I just got to get those designed and then out for the people. So let's see here. Please, PH drop. All right, guys, let's get to it. I missed anything else? I was bumping that Anderson .Paak on the way home from work. Bro, I forgot about that, man. Anderson .Paak is one of those dudes that I know is extremely talented, but I haven't listened to like most of his music. I only heard some of it. And some of the music I've heard is fucking great, bro. Like, I didn't even play that. I know he had the entire album with, what's that fucker's what's that gentleman's name? The other singer? I can't remember. He had that Lazy song a few years ago. I just want to be lazy. Bruno Mars, that's his name. Bruno Mars. Salute to the squad. Okay, let's get to it, guys. Yeah, man, I need one. I need one today. I actually probably is going to go get one. My voice sounds pretty bad today, but we here anyway, man. T. Orlando says, "What up? You're good to be back. Been in a player car for a week. Okay, salute to you, T. Orlando, man. It's always good having you, man. Salute to Atlanta and the great state of Georgia. Georgia. Yeah, our Detroit people, we growing. Let's see. This live is for homegrown cage-free squad. That's fun. No wigs allowed. Here's the thing. What's going on, Tiff? I see you. Here's the thing. And this is a Pookie-free zone, all right? This, I guess it kind of goes without saying, but let me reiterate that. If you got more children by women than you got fingers, we got a problem, Mr. King Pookie. 8 kids and 8 baby mamas. Y'all ain't authorized here. Get your dusty ass the fuck out of here. Pookie, you go meet Pookie, who's likely weaved up right now. Y'all combine and go make some terrible offspring. And just do it other places, man. You're not authorized here, all right? This is a wig-free zone, ladies. Take that goddamn wig off. And you should pay me for that. Thanks for pay me for the advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get to it, guys. You missed my drop. Sir. You promised during the memorial. I got so much going. I got so much on my plate, RM. I got you. I'm not even sure what we were talking about, but I got you. I promise. Let's see. Let's get to it, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, and then we get to it. Yeah, we got Jason Black today, and he's basically having a discussion about women have to contribute. And I thought the conversation was pretty funny, and then it ended with the call that was even better. So salute to the squad. I'm gonna wait for the next free show to appear. Salute to you, Silver. Salute to everybody over in the UK.
Top of the morning, governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
The young good Daniel, I think he over in jury duty. That's why I'm used to him being always in the chat. So salute to you guys, man. Let's get to it, man. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and let's roll. Let's see.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Damn.
Come on, man.
Tonight,
I added that.
Tonight's lesson is about the fact that the most dangerous thing in the world for a man to have close to him is a woman who has stopped competing. That is the most dangerous thing in the world. Because when a man has an uncompetitive person right next to him, right in his bed, it doesn't get better. It only gets worse. I put up a post on my Facebook page here a few days ago, or a couple of days ago, where I simply had made the statement that if you're a man who owns a hotel and your woman doesn't work harder than your housekeepers do, it's time to get a new woman. She hadn't made the cut. And on tonight's program, what I'm going to be discussing about is what happens when you get cut from the team. So I want you to pay attention to this because I get a lot of questions from a lot of young females who ask me, Jason, how do you get a producer? How do you stay in there? But I got to tell you here, folks, ladies, let me just make this very clear. And tonight's program is going to be, we're going to take it slow here because I want to be empathetic, if not sympathetic. That ladies, how many of you can say that you are genuinely competitive? That when you got out of bed this morning, you were looking at the scale, you were looking at the treadmill, but more importantly, you were looking at other women. And you were saying to yourself that today's the day, this is going to be yet another day where I set myself apart.
Let me grab this. I just got the super chat here as well as the Cash App. Salute to, is that DeMar? Salute to you, DeMar. He says, top of the morning, Theo, showing some love from Oklahoma. There you go.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Salute to Oklahoma, man. Let me see. I'm trying to think of cities I can name in Oklahoma outside of OKC. I'll get back to you. Ain't Oklahoma where that crazy-ass dude, not the Tiger King, the Tiger King. When that crazy-ass cowboy, wasn't he terrorizing all the good people of Oklahoma? I'm pretty sure that was the correct state. Salute to you, man. DeMar, appreciate that. Then I had looked like one from Ponce Tech yesterday. I don't know if I missed this one, Ponce Tech. He said, what's good, homie? What's good, Ponce Tech, if I missed it yesterday? I think I gave you a shout out. And then I just got one, and he's going to be our new show sponsor. I would just say J-Dub. I don't want to put your government out there. Salute to the homie J-Dub for keep doing your thing, man. Been watching for a minute. Salute to you, bro. He's up to 20 on your boy. You get one of these for that, man.
Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Appreciate you, bro. You're going to be our show sponsor. I'm going to add you right now. Was it J-Dub? Salute to the homie J-Dub. Appreciate you, bro. Let's get back to it.
Just a real basic question right now. How many of the ladies listening to me right now, how many of you can say that? How many of you can say that when you got up this morning and you looked in the mirror, you saw a competitor? You saw a woman who was making moves. You saw a woman who was outclassing her competition. You saw a woman that people just looking at you, they understood that's what you were, that you were competitive. Now, here's the issue. The issue is a bunch of the ladies are going to say, why, yeah, that's me. Real easy for you to say in a chat room. But let me just tell you something. Jason Black came here tonight to put his money where his mouth is. Jason Black came here tonight to put his money where his mouth is. So if you say that you that chick, just understand something. If you're that competitive chick, then you shouldn't have any problem showing us what you're working with. That should be very easy to see. You shouldn't have a problem with that. If you're going to say that you are competitive and you're outclassing the chicks you know, and you look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm outperforming them, well, I'm very glad to hear that because you shouldn't have any problem showing and proving that tonight. Right?
Tulsa, thank you.
Let's just keep it real, ladies. The overwhelming majority of you are not competitive. You're looking to get off the field. You're looking for somebody to give you a pass. You're looking for someone to take you directly from the third string to an office job. You're looking for folks to take you from third string to an office job. You're looking for somebody to help you bypass that. That's the problem. You're looking for someone to help you bypass where you're supposed to be. You're looking for someone to show you the easy route. And what I'm telling you is that, ladies, that fantasy that you're going to have to stop putting in the work and that fantasy that you're going to have to stop showing up early and going home late, just understand that that might make you feel good in the interim, but no, you are uncompetitive. You are uncompetitive.
Facts, hot fam.
That's what tonight's program is going to be about here. I want to put this in the proper perspective. That's why you have the slideshow that's showing up on your screen here right now. But what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and turn that off, and I want to show you exactly what that looks like here. It's probably going to hurt a few folks' feelings, and I understand that.
You funny, RM.
I get that. I get it. But it's for you to learn something
good,
here.
Sheila?
Exhibit A of being cut from the team. This is the all-time poster child. Exhibit A. Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox at one time was damn competitive. But I want you all to be very, very clear on something here. When I talk about a woman being competitive, that is not something that is necessarily anchored to her age. Okay. So anybody who wants to sit up here and say, well, it's been 20 years since she took that picture with 50 Cent. Take a look at the picture of 50 Cent today. Take a look at the picture of Vivica today. One of them looks like they are still competing. One of them looks like they're only a few years removed from 2003. The other one looks like they are many moons removed from 2003. Competitiveness. Being competitive. Vivica Fox went from being a chick that every woman wanted to be like to all of a sudden, next thing you know, she's whining. Whining all the time. Everything is a damn whining. And the overwhelming majority of her whining are about the choices that she herself made. You see, when you become uncompetitive, you start looking for folk to give you things.
There's a lot of reasons not to particularly care for Vivica A. Fox. My issue with her is that she always seems miserable every single time she's talking on whatever show she's talking about, whatever conversation. She just always seems miserable. Just an observation.
See, that's the difference between females in their 20s versus females in their 40s and 50s. Ladies, can I just be honest?
Don't do Janet like that, bro.
Once y'all reach a certain point, it just becomes nonstop whining.
Stacey Dash used to be so gorgeous.
It becomes nonstop complaining about how things aren't fair. It becomes nonstop gimme, gimme, gimme. Young females don't really talk like that. Young females are in the game. Young females are in the game to play. Young females are trying to be MVPs. Tonight's program is super calibrated to hurt a lot of feelings and bruise a lot of egos, but I'm not going to back off of it.
That's funny, Sylvan.
Bunch of you here, when you got young females don't complain like that. They complain about other things. They don't complain the way the older ones do. Because you see, the younger ones are still competitive. The younger ones are still trying to edge out their competition. The younger ones, we call them catty. You can call that cattiness, but I want to say something tonight that you may not like, but it is true. Cattiness is a good thing. Cattiness is a good thing. Oh, you folks are going to hate it that I said that, but it's true. Cattiness is a good thing. When females are catty, that's a sign of competitiveness.
What? Didn't need to know that.
Oh, you didn't understand that? Yeah, I said it.
Great point, hot fam.
That is a sign of being competitive. You can call it cutthroat.
SP salute.
You can call it down and dirty. You can call it whatever you want to, but I'm saying looking at the raw facts, looking at the raw information. Folks, cattiness is a sign of competitiveness.
Grown folk talk here says Vivica should never let the people pressure her to cut her face. let's go through the list, guys. Vivica A. Fox. I'm talking beautiful women. Vivica A. Fox was beautiful. That's why I asked how old. Well, no, disregard that. But yeah, Vivica Fox was a beautiful woman. Who else? Little Kim. Who else? It's so many of these women. I can't. The only ones that can pop in my mind, but I know there's more. So many of these women who are naturally beautiful and get unnecessary surgery, and it obviously ruins them over time. But it's like Little Kim and Vivica Fox are the first couple that pop in my mind. Let me know in the chat.
Uncompetitive females are sitting in their rocking chairs.
Facts,
uncompetitive females are sitting at the daycare. Uncompetitive females are sitting at the buffet. I didn't say gossiping. I said catty. Females who are catty are still competitive.
Q Kennedy, I see you.
So there's a reason why men tend to like females when you don't have to like it if you want me saying this, but it's very, very true. Certain females who do engage in a certain level of drama they're being catty. Cattiness is female competitiveness. If you understand that. I'm updating your files for you here tonight because some of you have been miseducated over the years. Some of you have been misinformed over the years. Some of you have been told that something else was true and it actually wasn't. Give me a chance here tonight to do like Darth Vader.
Join me, and I will complete your training.
It's time to update your files. Find me a female who is
Orlando.
In her 20s and not catty, and I will show you a female who is not competitive. Now, some of you will sit up here and say, well, I don't want to engage in drama like that because you think you're being the little intelligent chicks. Let me tell you something right now. Rick Ross said something. Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross, not the drug dealer. Rick Ross said that he will take drive over talent every day of the year. The rapper Rick Ross said that he'll take drive over talent every day of the year. So because you got a whole bunch of folks out there who are talented, but they're undriven. They've got no drive. They waiting for somebody else to pick them up, hand it to them, drag them, kicking and screaming to their destiny. He'd rather have somebody who is driven. Because a person with drive will find talent. A person with talent may not ever find drive.
Let's see here. Let me grab the super chat. Yeah.
Did you get that?
Let's see. Yeah. Mr. Jersey Worthy says Nicki Minaj, two facts, man. Yeah, Nicki Minaj was another one. Nicki Minaj was pretty as hell. I was like, why are you having all this surgery, man? But did she cut up her face though? I think she
Where's my money,
I think it was more her butt and all that kind of shit. But be that as it may, your point still stands. Let me grab the super chats and we get right back to it. She tried out at 50 by telling an interview she ate. Oh, yeah. Bro, man, because women aren't logical, man. That's not every single woman. I know that. I don't mean every single woman. Man, so many women, man, they just react with emotion. They don't sit back and think. And that's just people in general. People don't really think. I think the world lacks critical thinking. I think a lot of people lack critical thinking. But that shit right there is just proof of it, man. They be so quick to run and tell, like, oh, I'm embarrassing him. But don't take 5 minutes to think about it. You're embarrassing yourself. You're the ass eater, regardless of whatever you want to make him sound like, your old butt munch over here. Salute to the cash ups. Let me get to it.
Where's my money, bitch?
Y'all blessing your boy today. Salute to the homie Coffee Boy. He says, what up, Theo? Hope all is well. I'm doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good, man. Going to work soon, but wanted to drop something in the collection plate. Appreciate you, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Coffee Boy, my God, man. I'm good to go, man. Let me remind me where you calling from, Coffee Boy. I think I asked you. I usually have to ask 2 or 3 times, and then I'll get it down perfectly. I'm broadcasting live from Detroit, man. It's finally starting to warm up in this bitch. Only took to get the first week of June. Yeah, today's June 1st, man. Finally, I can put my snow shovel away. Salute to you, Coffee Boy. Appreciate having you, man. Let's go to the next one. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Darth Vader would be a great sound drop. Man, I'm done with the sound drops, Derek. I'm done, bro. Appreciate you, though. Salute to Mr. Burchett. The older they get, the meaner they become. Facts, bro. Facts. So Warren, salute.
General, I salute you.
He's our first subscriber. How long this show been going? If y'all don't hit the subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen, y'all don't hit the subscribe button. Mr. Burchett says the older they get, the meaner they become. And I just had an observation right here in a moment. Aaron, what's that? Aaron Shields, salute, bro.
General, I salute you.
Subscribe button. I want to see that thing go off again, man. We need to get 50,000 subscribers. We got to get like 7 in like the next 3 weeks. Hit that goddamn subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. Now, I was just making an observation, Mr. Burchett, why you said that. Is it the opposite for men? Because I noticed, and somebody called me on yesterday, we watching ladies like, Theo getting soft. And that's one thing I've noticed about my father. Like, my father is in 60s now. My father's a completely different man than from when I was coming up in my late teens, and my father was in my late teens, and my father was in his 40s. He softened up, and don't get it mistaken, I think it made him a much better man. I can see it happening to me as well. So do men get softer as we get older? And of course not all. Do some of these bras just get bitter? Just an observation I had in the moment. It can be completely off. Just something I just thought about. Salute to you, Melanin.
What it do, baby?
Let me salute to DeMar again. He says, Lark Voorhees from Saved by the Bell did say, yo, what? See, my thing with Lark, though, man, Lisa was beautiful, but I thought she was sick. Can we get some confirmation on that? Because I remember her, bro, and I'm not accusing you, of being wrong or anything like that. I could be wrong. But I thought Lark was sick, though. I thought she had some disorder. If it's straight surgery, bro, that's a shame. Lisa was beautiful. Was it Lisa Turtle? She was beautiful, man. Beautiful. And it's sad, man. It's sad if that was the case. I thought she got sick, though. Y'all let me know. I see you, Squeegee Kid. Let's get back to it, guys. Make sure I didn't miss any more. That's a great observation, Mr. Burchett. The older they get, the meaner they become. That's a good point, man. Charles Black says Memphis in the house. Salute to you, bro. Salute to Memphis, the great state of Tennessee. Salute to Jackson. Where else we got in Memphis? I be trying to name cities. Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis. Oh, it ain't Knox. I think that's Tennessee. I'm getting mixed up with states. Let's get back to it before I embarrass myself.
A person with drive may never find the talent.
I think you're right, Bello.
So with a female, you recognize what makes females competitive. Cattiness isn't something you bring to a man, but cattiness is something that happens between females. That's being competitive. That's how females knock off their competition. A man is likely to overlook a female who sits up and tells herself that she's got all this talent. He'll go grab a chick who's got some cattiness to her because he knows she's going to fight and scrap and claw and scrape. And he knows he needs that, especially if he's a go-getter out here in this world trying to make things happen. We got a bunch of young females out here trying to get into the damn retirement home.
Bethel, PA, I see you.
That Instagram got y'all all the way messed up today. It's got you all the way messed up. Let me go ahead and take a few moments here to illuminate you on these things a little bit more. Let me go ahead and show you, illuminate that for you a little bit more. This is one of my favorites. You take a look at Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown was another. Man, we had some beautiful sisters in. Foxy Brown was another one I thought was gorgeous back in the day.
You take a look at her from 20 years ago. You take a look at that look on her face.
Where's my money, bitch?
That is the look of a competitor. You know why? Because she was with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z was like, man, I'm on the come up, and I ain't stopping for ground. That's what the face of a female competitor looks like. That's the face of a woman who's in the middle of the game. That's the face of a woman. If you watch that video, I'll Be, you take a look at the way she was dancing and everything else. She was trying to get it. She was trying to go all the way. She's trying to be MVP. She's trying to be world champion.
Sonic Boom, salute, bro.
General, I salute you.
Bro, you get one.
Sonic Boom.
Salute to you. Keep hitting the subscribe button. We need to get 100 people subscribed before the show over.
Where's my money, bitch?
All right, let me get these super chats before you rant about subscribers. Okay, let me get it before I miss anybody. Let's get back to it. Grown Folk Talk had one on the screen that I had a second ago, which is more about me and her than the other 154 of you people. Your daddy getting softer. Your daddy getting softer and more paranoid as you get older. Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was telling them people want him on the podcast. I'm like, this nigga think he's like some like ain't nobody out to get don't nobody know you, bro. I gotta clip that up with Kevin Samuels. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. But yeah, I remember Pop when he was younger, man. That's when me and him used to bump heads, as fathers and sons do. That was around the time before I left for the military. I was 19, 20 years old. And of course I wasn't perfect, but we would go into places and he would always get into it with motherfuckers. And now I realize why he would get into it with people all the time, B. Because he spoke his mind. He spoke his mind and didn't have a filter. He would just go the fuck off, tell people exactly how he felt. I wonder how that worked for his offspring. Jesus. Yeah, I took a long time thinking about Pop, and that's how I figured out kind of how the way I am. I just think I had a better filter at when we were similar ages. I think I had a better filter, but he had more money. And I think when you have a lot more money, you tend not to give a fuck about people's feelings as much. Let's see. Salute to Mr. Burchett. He says, I'm 44. We get happier and richer. They get bitter and more in debt. I've dated women my age, and it's a dumpster fire.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
And it's funny, man, because I turned 40 in July. Oh shit, it was June now. Next month I'll be 40, and yeah, man, I find myself just get more comfortable. But then also the other thing, I notice is the money. I'm noticing like I'm not worrying about his money as much, and that's always a good thing, right? That's always a good thing because it wasn't that wasn't my place a few years ago. So salute to you, Mr. Burchett. Got the next one, man. Let's see, do get soft as well because my mother and I both be doing all them wrestling moves. Okay, yeah. I'll see what you said, SP. Let's see. I see RM with your random fact. RM is such a great addition to the show. Great. I already know it. Like, as soon as I seen RM in the chat, I'm like, oh, yeah, we winning over here. Salute to the homie Squeegee Kid. What's going on, Z-Whiff? He says, here early before work meeting. Time to set some drugs. So let's hit the like button.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Appreciate your Squeegee Kid, man. Salute to Minnesota, man. Hope everything is going well with you. I know it's warm up there finally, man. Celebrate your 3 weeks of summer. Salute to you, man. Let's see. Salute to Derek Gaines. He says, men don't get softer as we get older. We get more patient because we don't have to argue. That's why we're older, man. Great observation, bro. Great observation, man. Either way, I think it is. I think, and again, these are guys, Mr. Burchett, Derek, I believe Derek in his 50s. So these are guys that's more seasoned than I am. So I'm not going to tell them because they've already been there. They've already been there before me, man. But yeah, absolutely, man. That's one thing I noticed about my father. Is my father's gotten older. My father has more, not only like more compassion. I think more compassion is one of it. And he's just like,
where's my money?
He's
bitch?
just like whatever with the bullshit more than anything. And I also think between my mother and my father, my mom told me she's seen the podcast, but I curse too much, so she's never really watched it. But I 1000% believe my father is the better grandparent between the two, like without even hesitating. And that's what surprised me more than anything. That really surprised me more than anything about my parents. And Grown Folk Talk, let me know if I'm incorrect. Let's see, make sure I missed any more. I didn't miss any more. Nate House says Calgary, Alberta. Salute to Canada, man. Oh, Canada. I will play the drop, and I don't have time. Salute to Team Peterson. He said all these women are
access denied.
All these women are access denied to high value men lists. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. What was Foxy Brown? Oh, and did somebody let me know in the chat? It called Wiser. Yep, Mark Cool right there. You get wiser, man. You get wiser, bro. I actually had it was a situation. It wasn't no situation. We were at a restaurant, me and my dad. We were eating breakfast a couple weeks ago, and it was just cracky. It was this local cracky. She was in there, eating her arm, mumbling to herself in the corner. But anytime somebody would like try to say something to her, she would just lash out at him. And the waitress came in and was like, you got to leave. I'm guessing she's a known cracky. She had to vacate the property post haste. But cracky wasn't having it. She was just cussing at her. She was being really foul with the lady, saying some real bad language. And then Pops was like, and I know this is my Pops getting older. He turned to us like, man, can you kind of watch your language? And then she snipped at Pops. And I was like, Cracky, shut the fuck up. I checked that bitch real quick. And I was just looking at Pop like, he's like rolling his head. I was like, he would have did that shit he wouldn't even gave a fuck when he was younger. But I ain't like that bitch talking to Pops like that. I stump a Cracky out. Back to it. Why am I talking about this? Let's get to it, man. Let me see if I miss any more. TP was the last one. Let's see. Okay, making sure I didn't miss any of them. Okay, guys, back to it.
But you know why that is? Because take a look at what's standing behind her. Ain't nothing but fighters here. Ain't nothing but big cats and lions here. Ain't nothing but that. When she was in the middle of a bunch of competitive men, she looked the part. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The worst thing in the world for a woman to do is get herself around a bunch of uncompetitive men or one uncompetitive man. When you are around a competitive man, it shows in everything you do. It shows up in everything that you do. It appears in every word you say. It shows itself in every facet of your life. And when you don't have that competitive man with you anymore, the look in your eyes changes. You start looking meek. You start looking dour. Let me try saying this a different way. You start looking defeated. You start putting on pounds.
Miss McCray, I see you.
Makeup all raggedy. You start wearing outfits intended to tuck you in. You're not competitive. You've lost that. Take a look at the chick that Jay-Z is with today. Beyonce has never stopped competing. Did you get that? Take a look at where Jay-Z been, including Blue Canyon Trail, allegedly. You take a look at the list of females that he left, and you take a look at the one he kept. Competitor. Never put her sword down. Never put her shield down. Never got off the field. Still throwing blows and still hacking hoes' heads off to this day. Beyonce has been on the field now for 20 years and ain't trying to leave. And it's not financial. She don't need the money. Beyonce hasn't needed the money since 2007. But she is still out here demonstrating what the characteristics were that made Jay-Z gravitate to her. Take a look at the work. Take a look at the work. To the ladies in the chat room earlier tonight at the beginning, we're talking about, I'm competitive. Oh, really? Because when I put you next to some real competitive women, I don't know, you kind of disappear.
Let me grab the super chat here. But Jason made a great point that I hadn't thought about. Not necessarily in this video, in the one we covered a few days ago. I hadn't really considered that. So many of these 400-pound hood boogers with 8 children by 8 men call it the Kendra G show, saying she need a millionaire while she clocking in shifts at the Waffle House. They don't want to work. They just want to be housewives, even though they Beaver been beat to shit. But yeah, Beyonce still out here working. It's a great observation. RM says, makes sense because he can now enjoy the quality of life with the grands. He was grinding so hard to indulge in his earlier years. Facts. And the other thing about my pops specifically is my pops is 63. My pops still out here. Like, it ain't nothing for me to call my pops right now and he's installing a furnace on somebody's roof at 63. So that's what I'm not gonna lie. I keep it a buck. I'll let you. When I talk to my pops, and like my pops is doing shit, I'm like, Pops, what you doing? Oh, I'm on the roof. I'm installing this boiler. What's up, son? And I feel like half a man. Bang! It's good. He's like, what are you doing? I'm live streaming. That's what I'm doing. But when the YouTube checks come,
hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I ain't gonna lie. I do feel like half a man. Like, he's like, what you doing? He's putting up shingles, and I'm like, I'm making a Kendra G video. Salute to the squad. Let's need to hear it there. Salute to Time. She says, I apologize to you men for the bad behavior of these women. It's making things hard for me that has understanding. Salute to you. Tanya. To everybody over in the UK. Appreciate you, Tanya. Appreciate you very much. Thank you much for all the support. And it's sad, too, because even our good women, our squadettes get lumped into this bullshit, get lumped in this bad behavior. Okay, guys, let's see if I missed any more, and we get right back to it. Somebody says, Kelly Rowland's so damn beautiful. Suffers from, she got mental issues. Is that what her deal is? But I thought she had something like with her skin. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Let's see. Back to it, guys.
I don't know, but we'll get to that. We'll get around to that.
I stumbled out a crackhead for pops.
I'm bringing you this because I want to put it in stark contrast for you. I've never known what the hell niggas saw in this woman. I really have never known it. I don't get it to this day. I don't know what dudes liked about Lisa Ray.
That's why I asked. I'm sorry to stop it. That's why I asked in the chat earlier, and RM answered it for me. I said, when was Players Club? So that was 98. I was 15 when Players Club. I was a teenager. And I remember kind of thinking the same thing. I think what Lisa Ray was, like, she was cute, obviously. Look at the picture of her on the left. She was cute. I think Lisa Ray was just more just light-skinned, privileged than anything. Because people talk about like she was a dime. And it's like, she was good looking. But y'all let me know in the chat. Some of you guys are older than me. You guys were more mature when the movie came out. You guys look at it from an adult perspective. And I'm maybe still looking at it from with a teenage lens. But I always thought she just had light skin privilege. Like she wasn't all that, but she was praised like she was an angel.
Just whatever it is that made Lisa Ray hot from Players Club, I didn't see it then. I don't see it now. I didn't say she's ugly. I didn't say she's unattractive. But that fireworks factor that all these dudes have, that fireworks factor, I've just never seen it. She just never set off fireworks for me. Oh, you can do a hell of a whole lot worse. Don't get me wrong. You can do a hell of a whole lot worse than Lisa Ray. But that fireworks factor, I'm like, y'all seeing something I'm not seeing. Y'all are seeing something I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing it. But I will tell you one thing. Lisa Ray, y'all, as we going on 30 years ago, Lisa Ray 25 years ago was competitive. She was ultra competitive. She's one of the a black Hollywood actress who was married to a prime minister. Where the hell they do that? We had to wait till Meghan Markle, and she barely qualifies as black-ish. Lisa Ray was a gladiator. Lisa Ray was a gladiator. She wasn't just a competitor. She was a gladiator. And then the light skin privilege went to a damn head. And the rest is history. The end. She's been floating around ever damn since. Let me tell you something. She's been floating around ever since, and there's some lessons that I think need to be learned here tonight. There's some lessons. So what I'd like to do is start with question number 1.
That's a good observation.
For all you ladies who found yourselves cut from the team, or prospectively cut from the team, we're going to start with a simple litmus test here tonight, and these questions will let you know. First of all, ask yourselves, who's your competition? For the ladies who were saying here earlier in the program that you're beating out your competition, I'm very glad to hear that, because my question for you is exactly who is your competition?
Great question by Jason. I want to point this out. Casino, bro, we was young and horny, but Stacey Dash on More Money was fine. Stacey Dash was a dime. I don't really say that. Stacey Dash, and I tell you who else. I saw a clip of somebody who made a video to it. I think it was Manosphere Highlight Daily. He had a clip of Boomerang. Robin Givens was a fucking dime piece, bro. Like, and I don't really, you rarely hear me say that. Talking about some women that was just, goddamn, I'll give it to Stacey Dash, old right wing, wannabe divester ass. She probably looking washed now. I don't know how she's looking nowadays. But Stacey Dash, I'll give that to Stacey Dash and who the other person I just said a second ago, Robin Givens. And there's a couple more from the 90s, but they seem like to be all cracky out. What's her name? Gomez, the one from the show with LL Cool J. It's a few more. Y'all name them in the chat.
For you ladies who are getting up and talking about you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you're beating out your competition.
Ain't nothing wrong
I
with
would
that.
like to know. Great, that's wonderful. That's fine. Who is your competition?
I think SP made a great point right here.
Who is your competition? Because you were telling us that you're beating out your competition. I'd like to know. Great. Who is your competition? How many of the ladies listening to me right now, you know who your competition is, and furthermore, that they're actually competition. There's somebody worth beating. There's somebody worth competing against.
Not at all.
How many of you chicks who claim you're competitive, I need to see who your competition is.
Big salute. I think that's it. I just salute, bro. Subscribe.
If your competition is yourself, you are already a loser. If you sit up here and say these psychobabble phrases given to you by Oprah Winfrey, ladies, I want to ask a question here. Fellas, how many of the fellas in this chat room, if you were unemployed and your woman said, you need to get out there and compete, and you told her, my competition is myself, how many of these females talking about their competition to themselves, how many of them do you think would accept that from you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If you think they would accept it, give me the thumbs up emoji in the chat room. But if you know they full of garbage, give me the fire emoji in the chat room and hit the likes button for me.
North saying salute. Thanks for subscribing.
So over 2,000 people in here watching live right now. It's over 2,000 people watching live right now. If you think these women would accept you telling her, I ain't got to get a job, I'm my own competition, give me the thumbs up emoji. But if you know they lying, hit the fire emoji and hit the likes button. Let's get something straight here right now. Let's get something straight. Some of y'all have been listening to folks selling psychotropic drugs for so damn long. You're your own competition. Baby, you can't put points up on the board against yourself. You see, this is what defeated hoes say on Instagram. You know the middle-aged overweight chicks when they start saying things like that. Why don't you just say the truth, Lisa and the others? Just tell the truth. Just say, hey, look, I'm defeated, I'm beat. Just say that instead. Don't sit up here with this, I'm my own competition. Because as soon as I said, oh, good, the men sitting next to you need to say the same thing. Wait, now, no. The men now, you got to compete against the other men's. Yeah, you didn't like it when I said, by the way, I'm going to sit you next to this dude over here, Pookie, Ray, Mike, Lil Slug. I'm going to sit you next to them, and his competition is himself, too. All of a sudden, you don't like that.
Holly Bear, yeah.
No, the reason why you say that you are, quote, looking at yourself is only once you take a look at other people. And if you don't measure up to your competition, then you got to look inward and find out why, what is it in you that is failing? You got to look in you and see what inside of you is failing. When you say, I'm my competition, here's the problem, baby. What if you're a loser? While you talking about, I'm my own competition. But what if you're a loser? Then what?
That's a great observation. We never call run that pig back. Yeah, I noticed that he throw those pictures up there, but I know why. I know content creating, and I didn't really realize that until we had a meeting last week. And it really hit me how much I understand how content creation works. He does that purposely. And this is where I usually tell why. But I won't tell him. I'll keep it to my goddamn self. Salute to October Block. Appreciate the super chat, man. He dropped us a 5 on you. I got 5 on it. October Block says, shit, after all these years, Maya's still firing. What was Maya's deal, though? Did she... Something up with that. Y'all let me know, because I don't know the backstory about all these chicks. But Maya was another one. Gorgeous. At first, I thought Maya was a bit hot. She's another chick that I thought was a bit hype back in the day. Like, she was all that. But I've seen pictures of her recently. She still looks great. So I give it to her. I used to think she was a bit overrated. I was wrong. You guys are right. But yeah, what's up with Maya, though? She never got in a relationship or married or anything like that? Y'all let me know in the chat. I could be mistaken, because I don't really follow celebrities like that. Let's get back to it, guys. Appreciate you, Mr. Black.
That's the question you all don't ask, because it's too painful and it's too difficult, and you don't want to hear that. What if you're a loser? What if everyone around you what if your circle of friends are all losers?
I haven't seen
Then what? What if you're uncompetitive? I only compete against myself. Okay, but what if you're not on the field? Where's the competition? Just tell the truth and just say, hey, look, I gave up. I'm defeated. I'm just defeated. That's it. Somebody come along and save me, because I'm defeated. Why don't you just tell the truth like it is? Just tell the truth like it is.
How we looking on likes, moderators?
And just say that. Folks are not liking tonight's program here. I'm offending a lot of things. The ladies are not liking the program here tonight. They love it when I beat up on the men. They love it when I do that. But tonight's program, I got to tell some harsh truths. They're not liking it. So I'll go ahead and wrap it up here in a little bit. But denying reality is not going to change it for you, ladies. Denying it's not going to change it for you. I'm so glad we're having an honest conversation here tonight so we can discuss, by the way, who's your competition? What's the first thing you heard chicks in here say? Brain screwed psychobabble. I'm my own competition.
Is it true? I keep seeing people in the chat saying Maya married herself. Is that true?
I'm my own.
That's weird. I hope she's happy. She's happy. I'm rocking with her.
And the only way that would make sense is if you were already out competing everyone else around you. Otherwise, you're useless.
We got about a 60 like disparagement. Please hit the like button, guys. I don't want to hear Mr. Mayweather read, but I think he's warming up. Let me know, moderators. I think Mayweather is opening up his Cat in the Hat book and he's about to warm up. Please hit the like button. I want to put him in bed.
Next rule I want you all to go ahead and get through your heads here. Next question you need to ask yourselves, ladies, about getting cut from the team. What does getting cut from the team look like? First and foremost, a man wants to know who the hell is your competition. If you have a competitive man, he wants to know that you're beating out your competition because the only way that you were able to get next to him was that you demonstrated an acumen or an ability to beat out the competition. That man wants to remain sharp. That man wants to remain competitive. That man wants to remain conquering kingdoms and climbing mountains. If you ain't built for it anymore, you gotta go. So the first question is, who is your competition? If your competition are the young, sporty females and you still fighting to keep your slot, we'll see. We'll see if you can do it. The next question is, are you still moving at the top of your game? Oh, no, this one's gonna hurt a lot of you. Ladies, there's a reason why I'm showing this roll of people right here. There's a reason why I'm showing that. This is gonna hurt feelings tonight. Those of you who sit up here and kiss ass on Oprah Winfrey, and you go to Kendra G so she can sit up here and coddle you and lie to you. You're not going to like it when I say this, but let me just go ahead and drop these heavy vibes on you here.
Drop it, JP.
You need to take a look at yourself 10 years ago, and you say your competition is yourself. Take a look at yourself 10 years ago, Mrs. All the ladies in the chat room. Take a look at yourselves 10 years ago. Are you still competitive against that
Where's
female?
my money, bitch?
Oh, I'm hurting your feelings. Take a look at yourself in the mirror 20 years ago. Are you still competitive against that woman?
Let me grab the super chat here. Damn, RM cooking like a CIA. Y'all don't know, bro. Y'all don't know, man. RM is on the, that's what I say. RM is the best moderator on YouTube. Best moderator, I knew it. I just had to, I'm going to call RM out. I had to blow up before I can get her over here.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
RM said she never noticed my channel. I'm over here cooking for a year. Finally get to 40,000. And RM's like, hey, Theo, I'm here. I'm like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
we got beef, RM. I'm joking. Let me grab this super chat here. Let's see here. What we got here? Come on, squad. Yeah, come on, squad. Let's hit time for Floyd Mayweather. Bro, I don't want to bring Floyd out. Hit the like button, yo. Y'all want something? Some of y'all want to hear this nonsense. I don't. Salute to homie Eric Jordan. He says, dub on the tree from. Bang, bro. Salute to you, EJ. You know I got you, bro. You know I got you. Where's my thing at, bro? I should really be better at this. Salute to the squad, man.
Look at your cash, look at your cash bubbling. Look at your cash bubbling.
Appreciate you, my homie Eric Jordan. I think he tied with the homie J-Dub for the show sponsor, man. Appreciate it, man. Let's get back to it.
Are you still competitive? I'm competing against myself. Great, I'll take that. Are you still competitive against the woman you were 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago? Would people take a look at you and see, oh, you are clearly still in the game. You are clearly still in competition. I'm glad to hear that, Lisa. I can't wait to open up the Zoom so I can get you on, baby. So, Miss Honeycutt, I'm so glad to hear that. I can't wait to open up the Zoom so we can get you on. So my mods will be looking for that there. Lisa is ready to shine. Lisa is ready to shine.
Hit the like button,
Glad
y'all.
to hear that.
I don't want to bring Floyd out. Hit the like button, man.
Understand something here. Fellas, I want you to know what the standards are when the chick tells you that she's competitive with herself.
Hold on for a second. Hey, Floyd, man, I might need you, champ. I'm debating back and forth, man. Warm up your vocal cords. Hit the like button, y'all. I want to send Floyd Mayweather home. His shift is over.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, they get real quiet when you say that. As soon as you say that, it's like, oh, they start backing off. Then it's, ooh, wait a minute now. Hold on a second now. Wait a minute now. I don't know about that. Ladies, the central question I'm asking you here right now is whether or not you're still competitive against that woman that you were. Are you still moving at the top of your game? You see, you got to understand, this is the great tragedy of Vivica Fox. The great tragedy of Vivica Fox was she fell off right after 50 Cent. We know that Vivica peaked with 50 because she ain't been nowhere near it since. We know that Kim Kardashian peaked with Kanye. She hasn't been nowhere near that since. You know that Foxy Brown peaked with Jay-Z. She ain't been nowhere near that since. You know Lisa Ray peaked with Michael Mickens, whatever his name is, from Turks and Caicos, because she ain't been nowhere near that since.
Random. But what happened? He brought this up with Lisa Ray. She was married to a prime minister. How did she fuck that up? Y'all let me know in the chat because I'm really unfamiliar with it. Cree, what's good? Got Kansas City in the building.
She's never been back. There's never been another man who was even remotely near that caliber. There's a reason why in these Hollywood sets and whatnot, let me just go ahead and say this to y'all plainly. There's a reason why in the Hollywood sets, they keep tabs on what kind of car you drive, what kind of home you live in, what kind of clothes you wearing. Yeah, because this is how we keep score. This is how we cut through the bull crap and whether we determine whether or not you're a liar or whether or not you're the real damn thing. And if we notice that you fell off, if we start seeing the signs that you're heading in the wrong direction, folks gonna start taking a look at that. Let me explain something to you all about the stock market. Let me explain something to you about the stock market and how valuations of stocks in companies work. I'm gonna make this real simple for you all. The Ford Motor Company, this just happened with the Ford Motor Company with their latest earnings report. And they had said that they were going to make several $billion, and they actually made more than they had projected they were going to make. So Wall Street was really up on them at first. Ford projected they had made more money in the previous quarter than they had projected they were going to make. Everybody was cool. Everybody was happy. Then they asked Ford, so what is your projection for next quarter? And Ford told them the same amount of money. I want to say it was around 5 or 6 billion, but it was the same amount of money. So in Wall Street terms, what we're saying is, okay, wait a minute. Last quarter, you made $6 billion. And you projected next quarter, you're going to make $6 billion. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what you're telling us is that earnings are not going to continue going up, that you've basically leveled off. Well, that's usually the first sign that earnings are about to start going down. Next thing you know, folks started selling their stocks. But you see, the dumb people wait until the stock starts going down before they sell their stocks. The smart people take a look for signs and indicators that project going forward what this stock is going to do. You don't deal based on what the stock is doing. You deal based on what the stock is going to do. That's how you prevent yourself from being left holding the bag. Now, could it be that they're wrong and that Ford outperforms next quarter? Yeah. They could be wrong, but then again, with other economic factors coming into play right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, guess what, folks? That works the same way with people. You take a look at the person you're with. And I'm going to say this tonight right now, and the ladies are not going to like this. Ladies, you're not going to like it. It's going to hurt your damn feelings. Ladies, we can tell if you're competitive by looking at your waistline. A woman's waistline tells us how competitive she actually is. Remember what I've always taught you all. Men gather resources. Women gather competitive men. Women gather productive men. And when that woman is no longer able to compete in the open arena of productive men, when she starts showing she's done, men are well advised to take notice of that. Oh, it's over. She's becoming uncompetitive. The next area where women become uncompetitive is their unwillingness to adapt to the environment. When they start becoming unwilling to adapt to the environment, when they stop talking about what they're going to make happen and they start looking for other folks to make it happen for them. You see, a young woman, the entitlement of a 22-year-old woman is not the same as the entitlement of a 42-year-old woman. Guys even understand that. A 22-year-old female isn't entitled the same way that a 42-year-old female is. A 25-year-old female isn't entitled the same way that a 45-year-old female is. What I'm telling you is that men pick up the signs that a female has stopped competing. Once she stops competing, what she's saying is, I expect this nigga over here to carry the load. I expect him to drag me. So you see, she went from being a partner in carrying the load to saying that you gonna carry it all.
Tulsa salute.
She went from being a competitive partner in carrying the load to saying that you're going to carry it all. So men start looking at things. We start looking at whining. We start looking at lack of innovation. We start looking at your waistline. We start looking to see if you lost a step. We start looking at the signs that project to us, because what men understand, or at least intelligent men understand, is that this burden is only gonna get heavier.
This is random, but this just hit me. I just made the assumption that this chick right here with the big tall one in the white drawers is Lizzo. I was about to say that's Lizzo, but I have no idea if that is. I don't know why I said that. My bad.
She isn't going to get lighter as time goes on. When a woman gives up on herself, she lets everything go. Her hair, her nails, her waist, her dress, her speech. You see, the whole reason that a man brings you on the team is because you call it being a good look. The bottom line is that you represent that man well. You represent that man well. That's the point. And if you represent him well, then that motivates him, not drives him, but motivates him. And a man who is motivated is going to get out there and hack and slash and knock over mountains. But more importantly, if you want a man to buy you a $200,000 car, ladies, the answer is real damn simple. Don't try to get the keep a nigga baby. Don't try to sit up here and trap nobody. Don't think you're going to pull some fast one here. Ladies, if you want a man to give you a $200,000 car, that's real simple. Bring him $250,000 worth of femininity.
Kevin Brooks, I see you.
You all have never heard that from any YouTuber, any damn where else. You've never heard that from your family, your friends. You never read that in the book. You never heard it on Oprah. You hadn't heard it on TV. You wanted somebody to break that down to you in very simple, easy to understand terms. I just did it for you here tonight. No, I wasn't joking.
Join me, and I will complete your training.
We're getting y'all finished here tonight. Ladies, if you want to know, if you got a fellow who is driven and he's out there getting it, and you want to know how to get him to do top production, it's real damn simple. Hey, I would like to drive a $200,000 car. Let me tell you, if your man is driven, he can make it happen. Well, what's the motivation? Show him that he is with $250,000 worth of femininity. Because he is going to want the car and the woman and her clothes and everything else to match. Too many women are looking for a sucker that they can get over on. And the problem is men, as we get older, our ability and willingness to be suckers fades. It's a shame, but they're looking for a sucker to get over on because she's uncompetitive. Now she's looking for someone who is intellectually uncompetitive. Well, let's be clear. He ain't no producer. The guy who retired from the plant, he ain't no producer. Pookie's still looking for his demo tape to get picked up, ain't no producer. The men who are still out here throwing elbows and trying to figure out how they can make this year's income bigger than last year's income. Those are your producers. But let me tell you, a man isn't motivated to produce for a female. He's bringing you a $200,000 car and you bringing him $80,000 of femininity. You done brought him $25,000 worth of femininity. Hell, some of y'all owe money. Some of y'all are minus 10,000. Got 3 or 4 bastard kids, overweight, hair messed up, STDs in tow, bad attitude, entitlement issues out your ass. Some of y'all owe money. Some of y'all got negative equity. Oh, I'm hurting feelings here tonight. Yeah, let other YouTubers say things that are popular to you. I could do that.
Where's
Screw
my
that.
money, bitch?
Go to hell with that.
Let me grab the super chat here. Jesus, that alert scaring the hell out of me. Salute to. Make sure you guys check out RM as well. I've got her chat pinned to the top. Let me bring it up right here. Oh shoot. Back 1 second here to grab the super chat. Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to RM. Let me know in the chat what you guys done. We want to get RM monetized as well as Mona D. We just helped Kofi hit it yesterday.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I'm starting to lose count. I'm starting to lose count on many people. We've helped a few people when they're right at that cusp of monetization to help get them overboard. Let me grab the super chat here. We get right back to it. Salute to Genuine Trucker Tone. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the bread, man.
Put the money on. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Appreciate you, Genuine Trucker Tone. He just dropped a $10 super sticker, man. No comments, just straight love. Appreciate you, Tone. Stay safe out there on the road, bro. Salute to all my CDL guys as well, man. Salute to all my truck drivers as well. Guys out there on the road. And salute, you know I got to say salute to the vets, man. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Let me grab this other one here. One more for the homie Derek. I'm pretty sure, Derek, this is going to be, I think this is going to make you the show sponsor. Along with, I still see the dub you dropped earlier, so I'm going to update that to the show sponsor. Eric Jordan says, join me and I'll complete your training. That's what Kanye did for Kim K, but now she's taking the L. Man, it's just... I still blame Kanye for marrying a known thought. I mean, you get what you get. No one's really going to have sympathy for you from that aspect. But the fact that Kim, I mean, I don't follow all the Kanye shit, but I can get from far away. He's crazy, more likely, has a lot of issues. But you ain't about to get you another Kanye? But hey, man. Salute to the squad. EJ, I'll go ahead and update you as the show sponsor. Let's get back to it. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Okay, cool. Let's get back to it. I see y'all keep dropping what BB. I keep seeing this in the chat. Where did this come from? Y'all ran in the chat what BBW stands for. Somebody said big back whales. Y'all wrong, man. Appreciate it, EJ. Eric Jordan, our show sponsor. I'm going to update it, man.
Ladies, if you want a man to take you on a shopping spree, you want that man to plunk down $10,000 in clothes, it's real easy. Bring that man $25,000 of femininity.
Talk to him.
Just bring him a little bit more than what it is you expect. Some of y'all gonna be shopping at Big Lots. Some of you already are. Ladies, I'm telling you what it is. It ain't no cheat code. Put in the damn work. A man if you're with a man who is productive, now if you screwed around and you got with Pookie, well, you just gonna be what the hell you gonna be with. Exactly. But if you with a fella, his money's straight, his paper's straight, his credit's straight, and you talking about, hey, I want to be upgraded, the answer is real damn simple. Whatever it is you want, you just need to bring him 25% more of that in femininity. And he's gonna be like, duh, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. You want it to be pig-knuckle, stupid, simple. And ladies, you understand that? You understand that if you bring a man $10 worth of femininity, that's about as much as he's going to spend. That's as motivated as he's going to be. On account of the fact that you know it ain't right. That man sits up here. You want him to go buy you a brand new kitchen? I'm like, okay. One of these chicks can get a kitchen. The other one can get a brand new one. Hell, she can get a whole gourmet wing on the house.
Man, who is that? What?
She can get a gourmet wing on the house. Ladies, you understand what the hell's going on. You get it.
Bring that other picture back. Jesus, man. I only pay attention to like the visuals during Jason Black video because it's just him talking. God damn, that ass in that kitchen threw me off. Salute to the homie, Notorious Kevin Brooks. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. One of my moms can drop the link to him. He says Dollar Tree femininity while desiring and demanding Saks Fifth Avenue results. Half damn crazy. Facts.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Facts, man. You're absolutely right. Appreciate you, KB. Make sure you guys check out his content.
So if a lady is not competitive, she needs to start asking herself these questions. Very uncomfortable, I understand, but they need to be asked. Are you still moving at the top of your game? And if you are not still moving at the top of your game, you know damn well if you done fell off and you looking for some place, some safe haven to sit up here and slack off at. You looking for a broom closet or a utility closet to go hide in for half your shift. Let me go ahead and explain this to you very simple. When a woman is on the team, she's supposed to be competitive. She's in the game. She's trying to win. And her trying to win makes you as a man want to win. A competitive environment makes everyone step up their game. The worst thing that can happen to a woman, I'm going to flip this on the other side of it here. Ladies, the worst thing that can happen to a woman is to be shackled to an uncompetitive man.
Where's my money, bitch?
That's the issue. Ladies, a lot of you have sat up here and you've made a game plan to get shackled to an uncompetitive man. Let me tell you, it's game over.
I know I'm not tripping, right? Let me grab the super chat here because I wasn't paying attention. I just seen back and seen that shiny butt in the kitchen. Like, God damn. Okay, now I know I wasn't tripping, man. Y'all in the chat like, yeah, Theo, no doubt. Make sure you guys check out Bella Rings as well. We're going to get, Bella's already monetized. Make sure you guys check out Bella Rings as well as RM, and we're going to get Mona D. I think Mona D is next we need to help to get her pushed. That ass in the kitchen threw me off, fellas. Focus, man. Focus.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
I need to get that Dr. Umar. Fellas, stay focused. Salute to homie Ponce out in Jersey. What Ponce say? He says, great show, Commander.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Appreciate you, Ponce. Hold me down as always, man. Do Better Squad and the lovely squadettes. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about something. Somebody said one day, I can't remember who it was, says no Uggs allowed in the squadettes. We can't operate that way, fellas. Let's get back to it. I'm laughing. All right. Salute to, let's grab this other one here. Salute to GTT, Genuine Trucker Tone, with the $5 super chat. I got you, bro.
I got 5 on it.
No comment, just send a super sticker. Straight love. Appreciate you, Tone. Be safe out there on the road, man. Salute to all my drivers, man.
That is game over for you. That's the kiss of death for a female. Ladies, you can't sit up here and shackle yourself to uncompetitive males. That's the death sentence for you. You don't know when a man is getting ready to sit down for good. No, women do not make a man uncompetitive. She simply makes him uncompetitive for her.
Where's my money, bitch?
A woman does not make a man uncompetitive. All she does is make him uncompetitive for her. All right, if there are any females out here sitting up here talking about, well, my last man was uncompetitive, but all right, ladies, this is going to hurt your feelings when I say this. I got to say this. This is what I was saying right here. Are you still moving to the top of your game? Ladies, take a look at the last man you were with. Oh, let me get my helmet over here.
It's not the point, bro. I get what you're saying.
Ladies, take a look at the last man you was with. You know damn well if you done stepped down. You know it. You know damn well if you've been downgraded. You know it. You know damn well if you hanging on for dear life, you know it. You know it. Bunch of y'all running around right now with third place trophies, talking about doing victory laps. Ho, please. Please. That takes a toll on you. Most of the males, listen to me right now, most of the men tuning this program right now, they know damn well ain't nothing in this world worse than being with a chick who you know she was with somebody better. He was more alpha. He was more driven. He gave her more status. He gave her more notoriety. The money was more free-flowing. Take a look at what she's driving now. Take a look at what she was driving then. There's not a male, listen to me right now, who was in a situation like that, who it wasn't hell for him. With her sitting up here patting you on the back and this, that, and the other the whole damn time and telling you how great you were doing. How she didn't need all that extra stuff. I posted a video on my community tab here last night about a young woman talking about high value men are overrated. She married an average guy. Baby, if it didn't really matter, if the average guy was so great, you wouldn't be making a video about how the average guy was so great. You'd be chilling and living it up and wouldn't say nothing about it. You know damn well you missed that look. You know damn well you missed that. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. You sit up here and this idea that you're going to find a productive simp. The problem isn't if you can't find him. The problem is if you do. You know damn well if you are sitting up here laying up under some nigga that kisses your ass. If you're laying up under a dude who ain't competitive, he's out the game. He's just looking for a peaceful death. No woman wants to be with that dude. She'll tolerate him if she knows she's knocked out the game. Then they're both two little failed sad sacks together. Well, she'll tolerate that and he's knocked out the game. She ain't gonna be happy with that. A woman always wants to see the eye of the tiger in her man. A woman always wants to see that streak of dangerousness in her man. A woman always wants to see that. That never, ever gets old. She is always going to want that, even if she didn't qualify for it. Yeah, damn it.
Okay, that was him.
Mic drop.
Oh, that's what he did. I don't really be paranoid anymore about it because after streaming for, I think, about to be 4 months now on a regular. I've been streaming since February on a regular basis, so I'm starting to get used to the whole process. So I really get scared. But when that shit just out like that, I think, oh shit, I think I fucked up somewhere, and it wasn't me. It was.
Where's my money, bitch?
Salute to you. Let me grab this super chat as well. Salute to Mr. Burchett. He says most men would give you the world if you just shut, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
I'm damn near tempted to play the clip. I made a video few months ago before my channel really started to grow. It was a clip from a content creator. Her name was Melissa Ortiz. I just stumbled across her video. She made a series of videos that went viral like 10 years ago. I'm talking like 2012. And then she didn't make any more content. But she only made about 7 videos. And they were all just phenomenal. I reacted to like 2 of them. The point is, she said one thing in her video that stuck with me. She was like, you know the number one thing that's hindering black women from evolving? She was like, the number one thing, our inability to just shut the fuck up. I'll repeat. She said the number one thing that's holding black women back is our inability, and I'm adding fuck. She didn't say that, but she said our inability to just shut your mouth. She said that we always have to have the last word. We always have to be combative. We can't never take instructions. We always try to be in charge. She was like, our life will be so much easier if we just shut up. But due to our ego and our inability to be humble, we never will. And it just stuck with me, man. I thought that was a great, powerful point. I might play it at the end of the clip, at the end of the stream, man. Let's get back to it. Appreciate you, Mr. Burchett. But that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Somebody else said it in the chat. Sex, silence, sandwich. We not that difficult. We not that difficult. And also at the same time, women, when I don't think women should be with men. If you don't respect the man and you feel like you can't follow him or you shouldn't be submitting to him, get the fuck away from it. Every dude isn't worth being with, but so many of these women are with these shitty dudes. But anyway, back to it, man. Great observation, bro.
Even if she didn't qualify for it.
I think I will.
She still wants that. She'll sit over here with Easy Bill and tell him, oh, that's great. That's what, oh, you don't need no eye of the tiger. I was already with that before at one time. Couldn't hang with it, but I was already there before. But yeah, you don't have to do all of that. Well, I'm perfectly fine over here on my way to the retirement village. Let me tell y'all, an uncompetitive man puts years on a woman. Ladies, I got to read your mail. Ladies, I got to do this to you. I got to read your mail. We got to cut past the bull jive. An uncompetitive male puts years on a woman, even if that male isn't necessarily an epic failure. You might not be a Pookie, but a male who is soft puts years on a woman. A male who is soft puts years on a woman. A male who is soft puts stretch marks on a woman. A male who is weak and uncompetitive puts crow's feet and cellulite on a woman. A man who panders to a woman and strokes her ego and kisses her ass and doesn't demand that she step up to the next level, that man is putting years on her.
Laser paint.
In some cases, he's putting decades on her. Now, let's be clear. She'll take everything he damn well got if he has anything to give. Most of them don't, but if he does, she'll take it. But that's going to be the end of that. Soft, uncompetitive men put years and decades on a woman. They age them well before their time. They strip them of their femininity. They start looking like boys. Did I say that? You damn right. Soft, uncompetitive men, understand something. It takes a firm, competitive man to bring the femininity out of a female. A soft, uncompetitive man who removes a competitive landscape, his female starts looking like a boy, starts looking like a teenager, starts looking like a tomboy, starts looking more and more masculine. Because what a woman understands is that that man is taking his place in the world, competing against other men. Let me try this a different way. Every single woman within the sound of my voice and everyone outside of it, you want a man you can brag on. Oh, I said it. Been saying it for years, but let's just go ahead and put this out in the open. Every man understands that if his chick used to be with a dude she could brag on and she ain't bragging on him like that, you dead in the water.
Let me grab the super chat here. Derek Gaines says, okay, Theo, say shit 4 times. There's my rant. I give you a mini rant right here. Here's one of the things that, and there's more, it'd be better if he had the picture of P. Diddy back up there on the screen. How old is Diddy? Diddy in his 50s. This is my rant for the day, Derek. Mini rant. As I've gotten older, you know, it's starting to irritate me because I'll be 40 next year. I've got some gray. You can see the grays coming in my beard. I don't really have much on top, but I do have gray in my beard. And when I trimmed it, it's even more visible. I should have left my beard longer with the hair that's still black covered up as much. Be that as it may. Now that I'm like, I'm not gonna die. I'm keep it 100. And I'm seeing dudes like P. Diddy, or I said it before, Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb, 54 years old. I don't know how old is P. Diddy. Somebody let me know in the chat. All these dudes are gray in real life. When I see P. Diddy up here dancing and shit like it's still the 90s, and he jet black, I'm like,
hey yo, what the fuck?
I'm starting hating on dudes dying, man. Cause I'm like, I know if I'm 40, if I'm close to 40 and I got this damn gray, I know you niggas is gray as grandpas, man. I'm starting to hate on that. Back to it. There's your rant, bro. Hit the like button.
You're dead in the water. You know that she's thinking about that dude. You know she's thinking about it. You know damn well that's what it is. You know she thinking about it. And the only thing that makes her happier than bragging is being able to brag more. You know why? Because that is the only competitive edge that a woman has over other women. The quality of her man.
What is I guess what are both of them wearing? I'm looking at, is this that, what's that? I know her name, the City Girl chick. Y'all know. I don't care what her name is, but what is this shit she wearing, man?
If the man ain't on point, she ain't on point. There's nothing she can do that will boost that value for herself.
Shit, right.
Either that dude is that dude, or her value takes a nosedive. Women live to brag on the man that they got. And you know what? The more, I'm going to say this right now, fellas, a lot of y'all don't understand this, but the more, I don't want to say detached necessarily, but the more distant from what she's doing and focused on what he's doing that he is, the more she likes it. She likes being able to go among other females and her man is on autopilot. Now, that doesn't mean that he doesn't acknowledge her. That doesn't mean they don't walk in the room together or whatever. But a woman wants a man who just behind his eyes, you can see there's more than one thing going on. A woman likes to have a man that there's more than one thing going on behind his eyes. He's constantly war gaming. He walks into a restaurant and wonders how much it would cost to buy it. He picks her up a pair of shoes and wonders how much it would cost to make it.
Facts, KP.
He goes to a dealership to buy a car and he wonders how much it would cost to build it. See, that's what a woman is looking for. She wants to see that's really gears turning behind his eyes. Let me go ahead and explain that to you a little bit better here. First picture you see right here, you take a look at 50 Cent, you take a look at Vivica Fox. There was 50 Cent on the come up. That was a man. What did he tell you? My mind's on my money, my money's on my mind. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind. That was him right now. At that time, he was ruthless about it. And that was what the women loved about him, because you could see he wasn't focused on women. He was focused on grinding and building. So she's like, oh, hell, I ain't got to worry about him falling off. He is 100% focused on what he's doing. That's why you see some of these fellas, your best rappers, your most successful ones and whatnot, they take pictures like this one. They ain't looking the chick in the eye. They're not looking old girl in the eye. He's looking at the camera. He's looking at other people. But he isn't looking at her. He got his arm around her because, see, that's a done deal. That's a done deal. You stand over there and be good. I bought you the damn dress. I bought you the shoes. I bought you the jewelry. You sit over there and be good. I'm doing business 24/7. I'm doing business 24/7. You are part of the business. I will focus on you when it's your turn. I'm focusing on the business right now. And that's never going to end. Now, here's the problem. The problem that we run into is just like men will insist that a female become a hoe and then tell her, I would never marry your hoe ass because you're a hoe. Females will sit up here and get a man to be a trick. They will sit up here and get a man to drop off every damn dime he's got. They'll get a man to become uncompetitive and soft and cater to her every whim and drop his ass the next day, the next year for doing what she said to do. Females will sit here and turn you into exactly the type of soft, uncompetitive male that they cannot stand if you allow them to do it. They will sit there and transform you into exactly the type of uncompetitive, defeated, sorry, sad sack simp that they can't stand. And will be patting you on the back all the way to the cemetery. And she will justify it. Ladies, I got to tell the truth on y'all. Some of y'all in the chat were like, ooh, yeah, you exposing it here. Ladies, there's a bunch of you. Most of y'all, you justify doing it. Can we just keep it real? Fellas, a woman will justify doing it. Y'all want to talk about crap testing? To the young man who called last week and didn't know what a S test or a crap test is from a woman, that's testing male competence, not confidence. And as far as a woman is concerned, if you allowed me to do that to you, then you wasn't the real thing. So it's okay that I trampled you. It's okay that I exploited you. It's okay I took what you got. It's okay that I milked you and juiced you. It's okay that I left you hollowed out empty husk. Because if you let me do that, then you were pretending to be something that you weren't the entire time. Therefore, it justifies me running you over.
Michael Collier, salute.
General, I salute you.
You were being fake, and it was only a matter of time before your fakeness was going to cost me. Therefore, I'm perfectly justified in ruining you. Because you were phony. Fellas, the ladies ain't going to say it to you just like I'm saying it to you right now, but you see a bunch of them co-sign what I'm saying. You better take it as the truth. They're checking. These ladies are not going to tell you straight out like that. The lady's not going to tell you straight out like that. If you want to know why it is they can be so hardcore and cutthroat and ruthless, that's because she's like, hey, she's looking out for number one. And if she figures that you are a faker, it's like, oh, well, let me just go ahead and finish running you because you thought you were going to fool me. You thought you could deceive me into thinking you were something you weren't.
Monzio, salute.
When a woman thinks that you're trying to deceive her into thinking that you're something that you're not, then she says, oh, it's open season. No holds barred. I get to do you however I want to do you. And you're like, hey, why is she doing me dirty like this? Because she's like, you're fake. You're phony. I tested you. You failed the test. You're phony. So let me just go ahead and run you dry now so I have plenty of time to move on to the next one. A woman never forgets when she was with a man and she was operating at the top of her game. Fellas, the biggest lie in the world is that a woman can take a downgrade. Biggest lie in the world is the woman can take a downgrade. Women don't take downgrades. They don't do that. Women don't take downgrades. Women do not do that. That's not the way they operate. Even if you think you saw her take a downgrade, no, you didn't. She thinks she's found a safe island until the next elevator comes along to take her back up again. A lot of the females are going to hate this tonight because I'm just spelling it out. But ladies, we are discussing power dynamics. Male-female relationships, I'm discussing power dynamics with you tonight, not dating. I don't care about your dating lives. I'm discussing power dynamics. Fellas, you can believe whatever the hell you want to. Your mama, your grandmama, your auntie and them, just understand something. The only reason they're with that man they're right now is because he was the best she could do at that time. But if she was ever with a dude who was making $1 million a year back when she was 20 years old, don't you know she been waiting for that nigga to come back around ever since? She been waiting for him to come back around ever since. If he didn't, she'll settle for Mr. 250 over here. And to the fellas making 250, like, damn, I ain't struggling. Dude, she been bigger. She's seen too much. Y'all sit up here and talk about these westernized women. Okay, if these westernized women, if that's what they are, then when you tell me that she's seen bigger and better, you can't tell them once they've seen bigger and better. Well, if they saw bigger and better than you, what the hell makes you think she's going to settle for where you're at? You just where she at until bigger and better comes along.
Random question. Sylvan Hunter just dropped his comment and it made me think about something I just saw recently. He says, name one queen in all of history known for being seen in her bra in Knicks. I love the UK. Look, I just saw this over the weekend. Let me know if you guys saw that. I saw it real quick and completely forgot about it till right now when I seen the homie Sylvan's comment. I saw a clip of what's the fucker from the dude from Migos that's married to Cardi B? I don't think it's Quavo. I think one of them died. I know it's not Quavo. Y'all let me know what the dude's name is. I can't keep up with that. But it was he showed like a clip of him like pretty much recording, like he was sitting on top of Cardi, like she was laying on her stomach. He was on her, like, on her legs, and he was like rubbing her ass. She had her jeans down, like rubbing her ass in the thong. And, he's putting it out on social media, and I get it, they're celebrities. But I'm thinking, What dude does that? What dude purposely wants to show his woman, showing her ass and all this? What dude does that? Maybe I don't know. I saw that and just was perplexed by that. Let's get back to it.
Because she knows it doesn't cost her
Okay.
anything.
Did y'all see that?
It ain't gonna cost her nothing. Or at least she tells herself she won't. Because there's a whole lot of single mamas out here carrying 3 or 4 kids thinking they're gonna get another ride and they ain't. But
Sean,
let me tell you, even if she tells herself, I know I can't do better than you, I want you all to understand, when women tell a man that, I know I can't do better than you, but is she saying, what she's saying is, you're the best I think I can do, and I need you to stay put until something better come along. You put her in the environment and you make that a real possibility for her, make it a real viable possibility for her to get that. Watch that tune change.
That's so weird, Coop.
Watch that tune change. That chick is used to resting her butt cheeks in $150,000, $200,000 cars, and you say, here, get back in your Nissan Murano. You think this gonna fly? That chick is used to a dude sitting up here flipping out the card, and she gets dressed right. You think she going back to Kohl's? Fellas, what planet you immigrated in from? Ladies, who you think you fooling? Not gonna happen.
I got the Cardi video right here.
A woman never forgets when she was on top. Those were her glory days. Take a look at that picture of Melissa Ford on your screen there. They never forget being at the top, them glory days. That never gets old. And then when she looks in the mirror and she sees this older, heftier, worn down, broken down version of herself, she remembers 2 things. Oh, you're not going to like dudes. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you for your own good. Just listen to me. Listen to me, if nothing else, for your own good. A woman remembers 2 things when she does that. She remembers what she used to look like, and she remembers the man she was with when she looked like that. Even if she didn't qualify for it, when she was at the top of her game, she remembers, number 1, what she looked like, and number 2, she remembers the man she was with. She remembers the man who built her. She remembers the man who put her in that position. She remembers what that's like. Tonight's program, one of the people I really wanted to talk about here, didn't get to say very much about that, but one of the folks I wanted to talk about here, little old Foxy Brown. No, not Foxy Brown. Young Miami. As you all know, Young Miami was floating with P. Diddy. And a few months ago, Young Miami was competitive. She was ultra competitive. Yeah, because she was like, this is what it's like at the top. This is what it's like at the top. And she got the express elevator there. She liked it. She said, this is nice. Then P. Diddy let her know where her position was in the bigger picture. He informed her of her place in the bigger picture. Don't y'all know that broke her? Don't you know that broke her? DJ Academics just did a program about that. Don't you know that broke old girl? She started talking about, I think I'm trisexual, transsexual, I'm just everything. She didn't know whether to spit or go blind.
Let me grab this one here from Alboski. Let's see. He says, anything truly precious is covered up. You have to work hard to uncover it. Gold, diamonds, oil. That's how I want my woman. Facts, bro. And I just did a clip on my second channel, and it's a compilation video, but it had a clip of Muhammad Ali pretty much saying the same thing. And I had never heard that quote before. He was talking about everything that's precious. He mentioned oil, gold, diamonds, rubies. They all had to be uncovered. they all have to be uncovered. You have to work hard for them, and you have a lot more of a failure rate than you do success because it's hard to find. And he was using that analogy to equate the same thing as Alboski is saying here. Why would I want my woman just having her body just out there in the world? And thank you, Alboski. Transition. Pause for the cause right quick, because I asked that you guys seen that clip about Cardi B and her husband, and you guys name me what her husband is. I have it right. Yeah, it's right here. I'm going to bring it up on the screen real quick. It's only like 10 seconds. And we'll get right back to this video because Jason's at the end of his monologue. Now he's about to get into the caller who called in. And I'm kind of blind reacting to it, but I think it's really good. So let me just show you guys this real quick. Let me see. Let me bring up my screen real quick. So it's a real quick video. I just want to show y'all what I was talking about. Bam, it's right here. Well, let's see here. And let's see, move this chat here. I'll hide the chat for a second. If you guys can see it, it says Offset plays with Cardi B's new booty on IG story. This was just 2 days ago. That's what I'm saying. This is so weird to me. Hit the play button.
You happy to see me?
Yes, I miss you so much.
Like, to me, that's just weird, bro. That's all I had, man. That's just weird to me. Like, if you want to rub on her butt, yeah, that's fine. It's a woman ass. Go ahead and rub on it. I just thought that's really weird.
Look at your cash, look at your cash bubbling.
God damn it.
I want to make a point here. Night.
I see it resets everything. But yeah, I just think that's extremely weird. Don't worry, guys. I remember where we left off at. I just think that's extremely weird for you to show that shit to show the world that. Like, why would you advertise your woman like that? That's so weird.
To be able to retrace her steps back. Do you think she's going to be able to go and get with a manager at Best Buy? Do you think that's going to happen? Here's the real problem. If she ever found herself in that position, it seems like she on her way, but if she ever found herself in that position, you think she's going to be happy? Hell no. Take a look at where she was, dude. Take a look at where she was. Catch a clue. She's not all teeth because she's next to Diddy. That's the point I'm making to you. She's not all teeth because she's next to Diddy. She's all teeth because she knows right here, right now, this place, this time, this me, I am at the top of my game. It's never going to get bigger or better than where I'm at right now. This is it. This is me at the apex. This is me at my pinnacle. The world is never going to think about me the same way again. The world isn't going to think about me the same way. Right now, I'm at the top of my game. Untouchable. Everything else after this is a downgrade, and then I got to tell these folks I'm okay with it. All right, next order of business. Ladies, to the ones who started at the beginning of the program talking about, oh, I'm competitive against myself. I got to ask you a simple question here. Do you have more status today or yesterday? Are your best days behind you? Or are your best days in front of you? Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. We appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. All right, so now this monologue is over. Now we have a call. And salute to Sean Jackson, man. Right before we get to it, Sean, I saw you say this earlier in the chat, and Sean said it earlier. I saw you say it the first time, but I caught you when you said it the second time. When we was talking about, I was asking who her husband was, and you said pimp. And I was like, what is he talking about? Just because, here you go, just because she's married doesn't mean she's a wife, fella. But Sean, I think you had a point that was even better, because I was thinking to myself, why would you want, what dude would do that shit? What dude would want to, it's the same thing we talk about with, not Russell Westbrook, the one that's married to Sierra, Russell Wilson. Like, it was obvious when they were on the Oscars, wherever they was at recently on the red carpet, and she was sitting there damn near naked wearing a toothpick. It was obvious he was uncomfortable with that. It was obvious he didn't like that. he ain't no man because she wouldn't have left my goddamn house like that if she was my woman. Be that as it may. For him to do that, I was just thinking it was weird, but I think you said something spot on. He was like, because he's not her husband, he's her pimp. And that's what he said. Now that actually makes a little bit more sense. I don't know the inner dynamics of their relationship because I don't follow celebrities whatsoever. Never waste my brain cells doing so when they rich and I'm not. Stay on your purpose, fellas. But yeah, man, that's just so fucking weird to me, bro. Who does that, man? Russell Simpson, man. Let's get back to it. All right, let's get into the call we got here.
Let me go ahead and see if I can get Kenny up here. Let's see. Kenny, you've had some things to say. So this will give Kenny an opportunity to go ahead and say them. By the way, if you all want to give us a call on Blog Talk, you are welcome to do that as well. The telephone number is on your screen. 646-787-1933. That's 646-787-1933. So the phone lines are open. Kenny, there you go. Hello, Kenny from the block. And what is on your mind?
Hi, I'm from Philly, but right now I'm in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, man, Cujo. She out in your neck of the woods. She from Philly, though. Let's see what y'all got, Philly.
And I just called up because you,
Facts, bro.
a lot of your talking points.
Project Leroy, he's so messy, bro.
I think
Project Leroy's so messy.
I think you could use different talking points.
Why?
Especially when you're talking about
why would
women.
Why do I need to do that? What's wrong with the talking points I'm using? What's wrong with them?
You could use more updated talking points, more
Okay.
modern ones.
What's,
And because you're looking at women who are 40 years old.
okay, slow
actually,
down. You
they're
said
actually
you said
60.
updated talking points. How are my talking points outdated or not up to date? What's not up to date with them?
So men and women are both obese, or they're not.
Many women are what?
Facts, facts, Tone.
Overweight.
Okay. What's your point? It's not many. By the way, it's not many, ma'am. It's most women today. It's not many. It's most. Over 60%.
They're about equal.
No,
They're
ma'am.
about equal.
No, ma'am. Over 60% of the black female population is overweight, and half of that is obese. So, no, ma'am. It's not some women. Most women today are overweight, and with half of those
Men
being
are keeping
obese.
up with them.
Men weigh less than that, but here's the real issue here. That doesn't help you. So you saying that isn't a benefit to you, and it's not a positive to you. That's just like me saying, well, there's folks who are poorer than black folks. That doesn't help us by me saying that. So what you're doing is deflecting, but deflecting is what children do. Let's talk about what adults do. Adults don't go around looking to get their feelings saved when the adult is doing something counterproductive. An adult isn't supposed to be emotionally fragile.
And that's a great point, man. That's why one of the reasons I said I was going to stop talking about this chick. The chick with the Facebook, the chick that was on Kendra G did a reaction to, she got mad. And that was one of the reasons I wasn't like, why? What's the point of us having, if you can't even have a discussion as a civilized person, what's the point of me having you on so we can sit up here and argue and roast each other? I'm about to be 40. You already in your 40s. This is adult shit. This is why I can't take calls, y'all. I always wanted Theo to take calls. I can't do this shit. I don't have this patience to sit back and explain to another adult how you should be looking at things as an adult. Fuck out of here. Raising half Asian. I see you, bro. Day one sub. Great to have you, man.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the people today who are not in relationships but would like to be are fragile, are emotionally fragile.
Emotionally fragile people should not be in relationships, Kenny.
I think a lot of people need more encouragement, and some of these talking points, I mean, they're doing a good job at getting the show going.
Okay, Kenny, do emotionally fragile people need to be in a relationship?
I think everyone has emotions, Jason.
I did. Okay, that second time. Kenny, do emotionally fragile people need to be in a romantic relationship with another human being?
I answered you in that people who have
okay, that's a
emotions,
yes or no question. Should an emotionally fragile person be pursuing romantic relationships with other human beings?
It's a simple answer. The answer is no. And this is why I couldn't do call-in shows. Man, I'm not doing this shit. Y'all want to see me up? This is why, man. Simple questions should get simple answers, man. This is why I can't do a call in. The call lines would never be open, Derek. This is I'm not dealing with these fucking weirdos, man. There you go, Mona.
I don't think they should be, but that's not stopping people.
Okay, that has nothing to do with you're babbling on. The only question is what you're babbling on. The only question is, should an emotionally fragile person even be trying to get into a relationship with another person? No, they shouldn't. They need to get themselves fixed in an unfragile state. Then they can join together with another person. Otherwise, all they do is bring their damaged being to another person and damage them too. And speaking of damaged people, you muted yourself, Kenny. So this shows how smart you are.
Damn.
Kenny, unmute yourself. Yeah. This is the brain trust that's trying to dispute this. Go ahead, Kenny, and finish Kenny from the babble. Go ahead.
I like what you were saying about Young Miami, but because she is a more modern example to use. But when you're talking about Lisa Ray and Vivica A. Fox and Foxy Brown, all these people who are in their 50s or older, it's not realistic. They don't fit this modern time. Young Miami does.
Okay, what about them doesn't, ma'am? What about them doesn't fit?
Foxy Brown 50? Oh yeah, she's 40.
I'm noticing you just say things. Like what you say doesn't really have any proper context. You say things completely out of context and completely outside their meanings and definitions. You kind of just say things. So you're having an emotional venting, but you're not actually making a coherent argument. You're just saying things.
Where have we heard that before? Hashtag Joker Tango, man. I'm making the merch this week, bro. Joker Tango. She's just talking.
Can we have something coherent said?
No, I was listening to you. I was listening to your broadcast. And like I said, I'm responding to different points in your broadcast. And right now I'm focusing specifically on Young Miami because she was a good example in terms of being a modern day woman. But what I would have said to add more context is, will she, in 20 years, when she is 40, end up like Vivica A. Fox or Lisa Ray? And is that really what you want young women to choose as their example? Are there not other examples?
Did I say that I want women to end up like Vivica Fox or Lisa Ray?
Or Young Miami?
Okay, did I say I want the women Young Miami's age to end up like Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray? When did I say that?
This is definitely a caution point that you're talking about, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I asked a question, Kenny's. You're not very good at this.
I'm very good at it.
You made a
claim. A lot of implications.
You made a claim. You made a claim.
You don't have to say something without implying.
Okay, Kenny, we're not going to talk over the host either. You made a false claim. You were asked to substantiate it, and you're doing what you're always doing. You're talking and babbling in circles. When did I say that young women today need to grow up to be like Lisa Ray and Vivica Fox? Third time. When did I say that?
It's silent. It's an implication, and you're smart enough to know the difference.
And she can't just be an adult, and KS used to talk about this. She can't just be an adult and say, I'm wrong. I was wrong. Why is that so hard for so many women? I know what it is. It's the sign language, like Larry said. It's the need to be right. You guys let me know. I'm not familiar. I don't watch Jason Black as much as some of you guys. Is she like a returning caller who calls in on a regular basis? You guys let me know in the chat.
I didn't say that I want anyone to grow up like them. They're in the
That's
same.
That's exactly my point. You didn't say it, but
they're in the same boat.
And the visuals.
They're in the same boat with Young Miami.
And so that's exactly the point. Is you don't want women to grow up being like those examples if they're paying attention. But you didn't say that.
You would have to be a retarded person not to understand the cautionary tales of Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray. That's why I'm mentioning all of them together. Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, Foxy Brown, Melissa Ford. They're all in the same boat, ma'am. So you're
And
having a
that's
lot
my
of
point,
you're having a
is
lot
why
of
don't you
intellectual
have
and
any
mental
other-
schism here if
And
you can't see that
is
that's the point.
Why don't you choose other examples that are more
Facts,
fitting,
Elvin.
since those are clearly not where we should be 20 years from now?
Because this
That was my point.
this is a cautionary tale. So you can't caution someone on where they should be going. You caution them on where not to go.
You can add a cautionary tale with some good solutions at the end of your message.
These are good. Okay, if you're arguing this, then you already know what the solution is, Kenny.
If
you're arguing this, you already know what the solution is, Kenny, don't you?
You put some examples of women that are actresses and celebrities, and then you put pictures of other women who are Instagram models and, you know, people who are on the internet that nobody knows. And my question is, if you're going to share people, celebrities and actresses that people know, rappers, where are the examples on balance that is the portrayal of, and this is where you want to be. This is where we're saying you don't want to be as a cautionary tale. So this is what we're recommending you want to be, but it doesn't have to be all boobs and ass all the time, which is what you portray as a solution.
Okay, well, actually, I show different things other than that. So if you're going to try to throw ad hominems, you're going to have to get better at it, because right now you're kind of sucking, but go ahead and try if you want to. I just showed it on the screen.
I don't have to throw anything.
You're not doing very good at this ad hominem thing. You're not doing very good.
And
you might want to go back and practice.
When someone makes a point, you come back with an insult, and you should
that was not an insult. There was nothing insulting about that. That's a statement of fact. You didn't ad hominem. You're not very good at it. I'm just saying, if you're going to try to do that, you need to get better at it.
Okay.
So that's a helpful piece of advice, not an insult. Hello. You've been doing it the whole time. Most of what you say is very incoherent. If you go back and listen to yourself, there's not a lot to it. Now, as far as using a quote using a different example, I don't have to use a different example, because that's the same as telling somebody, how do you avoid the flu? Well, yeah, you could go lock yourself in a room, but that's not helping them. What you do is you point out all the danger zones. That's what you do. PSAs for avoiding diseases don't tell you the good, quote, good places to go. They tell you to avoid the bad ones, because by definition, if you avoid the bad ones, you're good. That takes care of 90% of ending up in the right place on its own. Kenny doesn't understand this.
So does washing your hands, so doctors found out years ago.
Yes, but you're washing your hands so that you can remove bacteriums and microorganisms from them. What they're not telling you to do is wrap your hands in plastic. And they also tell you, watch out for people who are sneezing around you. Don't grab a doorknob and then rub your face, rub your nose, or rub your eyes. Be careful about licking doorknobs. We don't tell you all that other stuff. All we have to do is tell you, okay, these are the bad spots. These are the bad behaviors to avoid. You avoid that, and that will fix 90% of your issues to end up where you wish to be.
I don't think that's realistic, and maybe that's why we have different perspectives, because I actually have kids. You have to explain things to them. You've been around youths as well, so I actually thought you would understand that. It's not about just what is basic and what is known to people, adults, when they grow up. It's sometimes not everybody knows. Sometimes you do have to show them, what is the balance.
Is she comparing teaching children to teaching adults? What the heck? It's curse-free zone. Do Better Podcast. I want to be a curse-free channel. It's going to take a long time to get it, but this is going to be a curse-free channel eventually. What the hell is this woman talking about?
What is the positive side of this equation?
Need to be
That's
right.
all I am suggesting. It's
the positive side of the equation is having the personal character, which I'm trying to drill this into you here, Kenny, having the character to face up and recognize that the mistakes you make are products of your own misconceptions.
Right, Sean. What is she talking about?
That you don't end up where Vivica is, but that's the whole point. Apparently you don't know the story. You don't end up where Vivica is by accident. You end up there by a series of bad decisions and choices.
Everybody has choices. That's right.
Okay, you just sat here and said we need to explain the other side of it. The other side of it is, hey, you get here by making these bad decisions. If you don't make these bad decisions, you won't end up over here.
Here is a positive example, Jason. Kerry Washington is married to a Black man.
Are you serious?
He was a football player. You can say whatever you want to say, but like I'm saying is add in some positive examples where Black women are not just showing boobs and ass, so that you can just add a little balance.
Y'all, she just invoked Kerry Washington. I mean, I will just let that speak for itself.
And I don't even know all of Kerry Washington's history, but I'm thinking Bed Wench. I don't know. She had that show. She had a show when she was fucking the president. I can't remember the name of it. You guys will let me know. And I remember watching that a little bit when it first came out. That was years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I remember watching it when it first came out. I watched a couple episodes and I realized, Theo, this isn't really for you. This is more, I think it's more like a television show for women. But I remember just not liking that show because she was the president's side piece. Like she was the president's bed wench, if I remember correctly. Let me get back to it.
Okay, well, let it speak for itself because there's someone respectful that I like.
Kerry, I'm sure you do, ma'am. Your folks are from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Your folks are from the Caribbean. I'm sure that's y'all's thing. Well, that just explains so much. It just explains so much. It just,
if you say so.
Yeah, there you go. Just a big pile of useless just flops in your lap there. These are the products of bad decisions. These are the products of years worth of bad decisions, misconceptions, false assumptions that their bad decisions would not permanently hobble them.
What's that? Being married?
A young person, I'm talking about the folks. Kerry Washington, first of all, you have to ask yourself if she's somebody that folks would want to emulate. That's the first thing.
In what way?
What about her would a young woman want to emulate?
Compared to Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray?
What's the difference? Kerry Washington would argue with you. She wouldn't say anything negative about Vivica Fox or Lisa Ray, by the way.
That's exactly right. So why aren't you using her as a positive example?
You just defeated yourself, ma'am. Kerry Washington would not be saying any of these negative things about Vivica Fox or Lisa Ray or Melissa
she is
Ford.
A positive person.
Excuse me. No, she would say that they're all peers. She would say that they're all peers in the entertainment industry and peers as women. So she would not be invoking any negative character traits on those women. She would equate herself to them. So your own example disqualifies you. Kerry Washington would be saying you're wrong. Kerry Washington would say you're wrong.
That's a terrible example.
All right, we're gonna pause the calls for a second. Let me Scandal. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah. It's fiction, but and I wasn't. Let's see. I know it was fiction. I understand that, and like I said, this was like 10 years ago, so I like to think I'm more mature in my way of thinking, and logically I've improved in those areas. But I just remember watching that and just feeling like I don't like this. I didn't like the perception of that. And again, I could be overthinking it. Call me a snowflake if you want. It really rubbed me the wrong way watching that show, and I stopped watching. And I thought it was a chick show as well. Salute to Sean Jackson. He says, Scandal was a squirreless fantasy written by a strong and powerful. Oh, see? That explains it right there, bro. That explains it right there. I just thought that shit was so weird, man. Let me grab these super chats. Let's see. We Oscar Mike. Salute to the homie Eric Jordan. EJ, our show sponsors, are adding into the total, bro. He says,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
The shame, insults, and the need to be right is strong in this bitch. You need to learn to humble yourself and shut the F up. Bitch, we don't care, man. It's like she's babbling, man. She has word salad, diarrhea of the mouth, Joker tango, whatever you want to call it. They're all interchangeable at this point. Salute to you, Joker Nutty Nate. I see you. She's just rambling, man. Let's get back to it. Scandal. Okay, thanks, guys. I couldn't remember the name of that show. I couldn't, because I got her mistaken with like Mary Jane, or maybe that was her character's name on the show. I keep thinking Mary Jane for some reason when I keep thinking the name of that show. Kerry Washington is around the same age range. Black women use the example that she say she's outdated. You can't make this issue up. Salute to you, Mark. Let's see. Kerry Washington was a good-looking woman. I remember seeing her in I Think I Love My Wife and thinking how she was really good-looking. But yeah, I don't know. I got to find out more. She always gave me bed wench vibes. I don't know. Maybe that was just the show and I'm completely reading her wrong. She could be B1, fist in the air, black power. I doubt that considerably, but I could be wrong. Salute to Genuine Trucker Tone. He says, she trying to if he takes it black. Yo. You right, bro. Let's get back to it. Appreciate you guys. Let's get back at it, man.
Rappers in the industry are going against each other. Women, we're
SBE.
talking. So to say that women in the same industry don't fight with each other is a terrible example. I'm just giving you a woman.
Kerry Washington would not
example.
condemn any of those women. Kerry Washington wouldn't
we're not
Kerry,
talking
the
about
example that you
condemnation.
brought up, Kerry Washington, the example you brought up, would not say anything negative about those women. She would equate herself to them. So therefore, you just destroyed yourself with your own example. Your own example would not be negative against them.
If you would like some new talking points, I just tried to give you some. Be more
Why
positive.
does this bother you so much if it doesn't apply to you?
Because you talk about being the business and trying to bring some information and some positive solutions to the community. And yet a lot of the way that you talk is more on balance towards the negative side.
It's the real side.
But
If you take truth as a negative, then that means you have a problem.
That's a fact. If you take the truth as being negative, you used to see that so much on KS shows. You were saying, "Oh, you're being so mean," or no, I'm just being realistic. That's the problem. When you live in delusion all damn day, reality starts to become a problem. I really hate that. He said Olivia Pope was her name. Why was I thinking Mary Jane? I don't know why I was thinking that's Gabrielle Union Mary Jane. Okay, it was a different show then. Okay, I got it mixed up. I knew I wasn't tripping.
No, because I know how to speak truthfully, positively.
Okay, I'm speaking truth positively too. You're triggered because you have a problem with facts and math.
I am triggered because I think you could offer different examples. And when I shared some other examples, tried to go back and saying that these women should be trying to bash each other. And all I'm saying is actually we already have some women in another industry who do that. I wish that wasn't the case. But we do not need that example in another industry.
Okay, this isn't about being an industry. What I do is I choose individuals that people can spot and identify and recognize because they have some knowledge about their lives.
I'll be right back.
I could name people from my own life. You wouldn't know any of them. I do have one question, though. You did mention your children. What does your husband think of this?
Think of what?
What does your husband think of your fragility?
What fragility?
That you've expressed here tonight, that the truth triggers you and bothers you and disturbs you.
I'm not triggered or bothered.
Yeah, I asked you, what does he think?
He's not thinking about this.
Where is your husband?
Sleeping.
Really? Kind of early.
We're on vacation, so we did our business.
So
some power naps.
That's great.
And now I'm here.
So you're telling me his wife is up at odd hours of the night and she's got time. He's asleep and his wife is
only
up.
9. It's 9:48.
I agree. It's only that. Yes, thank you. I agree. It's only that. Well, 8:48.
Yeah.
But it's only that. So I just couldn't help but notice. By the way, so allegedly he's asleep.
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot of driving on getting us around today.
I was about to say, how far did he drive to get to that place there? I'm like, that car must have wings. But all right, I'll take your word for it there. Because she mentioned children. She didn't mention a man in that regard. And
we don't have our kids here.
It's just the two of y'all.
That's right. So plenty of time to get into this business with you.
That is great. That's wonderful. Where's your ring? That doesn't look real.
I don't care if it looks real or not.
Folks, doesn't look real to me. But
yo,
hey yo, what the fuck?
Did he just tell her he didn't think her ring was real? No, that's funny, man. Let's go. Let's get back to it.
You know what?
How would you know, Jason? You're not married. And you shouldn't even be talking to me like that.
What is your point, ma'am?
What's your point? I just called to give you some suggestions because I like your broadcast. What I like about it is trying to help the community do better.
And let me pause first. I apologize. I just got to say this one thing because somebody else just said it in the chat a second ago. And he don't need your goddamn advice. But somebody else said it. I want to see if I can find this comment here. Somebody else said it. Let's see. Here you go, right here. Salute to Mr. Jersey Worthy. I hate when people come to your channel who ain't got shit going to tell you how to run your channel.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Bro,
this is the exact thing that Jason is going through right now. A dude with an extremely successful YouTube channel. And as a dude who's not even, I don't want to say my channel is extremely successful. I have had above average success for doing this for the short amount of time I have been doing it. But yeah, that shit is annoying, bro. So annoying. Especially when said person, salute to Juice Worth the Squeeze, man. Juice, let me know if you're still in the chat, bro. Because I said something to you the other day, and I thought about something later I should have said to you as well. Juice, let me know if you're still in the chat. But yeah, motherfuckers come telling me about my channel, and I go to your channel, and you got 0 fucking subscribers. You ain't never dropped a goddamn video or a live stream in your motherfucking life, but want to tell me about how I live stream. If you don't eat the biggest of dicks, back to it, man. Yeah, I just want to point that out. People stop doing that shit, especially when you have 0 experience. I'm trying to see. Do any of you guys? I don't know what all you guys. I don't know what all you guys do for a profession, but I'll take one of my truck driver guys, EJ or something like that. I'm not a truck driver. Like Tone, I don't know truck driver. I used to manage truck drivers though. At one point, I used to manage 40 CDL guys. I'm not a truck driver. I'm not gonna hop in this bitch and tell you, oh yeah, Tone, let me get your log book together here. Let me show you how to back up this rig. Make sure you got the glad hands on. Like what are we talking about, man? Who the fuck are you to try to? How the fuck am I to try to tell Tone some shit about driving a truck and I ain't never driven a goddamn truck? So who the fuck are you to call Jason Black's show and tell him about his channel? I'm just using Jason Black as an example. I'm really talking about myself. Who the man? What the?
Who do you think you are?
I got 13 million goddamn views on YouTube, which is not a lot, but it's 13 million more than you, motherfucker. Sit your ass back and enjoy the show. Let's get back to it.
For everybody, they understand I'm being real nice about this because this is the part where I usually say, oh, good, I'll pay you $50. Go get your husband. Now,
this is what I want to say. I apologize. Stopping again one more time. Last time. Juice talked about something, and I'm not going to get into it because we talked about something, but basically he got discouraged by someone about a video of his that he made. I don't think I'm sharing too much in saying that. But the whole point I forgot to ask you is how many videos did that motherfucker have that told you that? Let me know in the chat. I got 2 super chats to grab, so I'm not really stopping for a bad reason. Salute to the homie, Eric Jordan, our show sponsor. He says JB is the business and JB brings the business. Facts, bro.
Where's my money,
Facts, man. Let's see. How you married in on a podcast telling somebody how to run that show? Have several seats, man. That shit just annoys me, bro. This almost sounds like a rant, so yeah, I'll give you that. Rant authorized. I did rant right there. Salute to the homie Salty Balls. He says, scroll of wicked wretched wrenches, 2 and 3, thine 2, have the annoying tenor of Carinus Maximus and a portrait of a face of a duck. Thine she heathen is losing sleep in her obsession with our brother. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you, Salty Balls. Let's get back to it, man.
This is the part where I usually say that. Now, I'm not saying it right now. Anybody's like, Jason, oh, goodness, Jason, what are you looking at? You all know that's usually what I say about now is, by the way, I don't believe you. I'll pay you, go get him. Now, that's usually what I say. Because it's just the 2 of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be edifying for all of us. But by the way, I usually say that because anybody can buy a piece of jewelry, but jewelry to the side. I'm just wondering if he feels the same about this fragility.
I apologize, guys. I really do. But rant's not over. Not even just me. Don't tell him, like I said about Tone. I apologize because this is not where I intended to go. I would never get into it, even though I supervise truck drivers. I used to supervise them, but I didn't have my CDL. I had 40 guys under me with CDLs. I would ride with them. I would chop it up. I would ask them questions. But you know what I would never do? Try to tell them how to back up a truck because I've never driven a fucking big rig before. Shut your bitch ass up and enjoy the goddamn show. You non-content creating motherfuckers. There's nothing wrong with not making content. I used to not make content. The majority of people don't. But don't be sitting up here trying to tell people, especially people with successful channels. I've had people try to tell me, leave me comments on views on videos. You should do this in your video. It got 200,000 views. You should do? Shut the fuck up. Just a suggestion, you bitch. Salute to Mona D. She says, these delusional bitches be coming in my comments and tell me what the fuck I should discuss and how I should say it. I said what I said. And how about you crusty ass Pookeishas? Start your own channel. If you don't like the way I stream, start your own channel and stream. You can stream about me on your channel. I hope you don't get no views, bitch. Back to it. I'm off my soapbox. Back on it.
What fragility?
Because
Oh,
we're speaking very plain facts about whether or not when you get cut from the team, how does it affect you? Are your best days behind you or in front of you? All these things are bothering you.
No, see that this doesn't bother me. That's my point. The reason why I call it is this does not. I look the same today that I looked 20 years ago. Okay,
That's literally. How old are you?
I'm 42.
That's literally not possible. That's literally
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, man, it tells me you're delusional. That's literally impossible. It's literally physically impossible for you to have gone from 22 years old to 42 years old, and you have experienced absolutely no physiological, biological, cosmetic changes. That's physically impossible.
Maybe this is the reason why this is a needed conversation, is because it's not impossible. I choose not to look like Vivica Fox or Lisa Ray. And I still weigh the same, 140.
Okay, but your epidermis is not the same. Your bodily organs settle inside the human body. You can't control that whatsoever. The expansion of your face and jowls and your cheekbones, you're not going to have any control over that for 20 years of aging, man.
I got myself.
I can keep going. There's a reason why you're wearing There's a reason you're wearing eyeshadow, because that helps to conceal crow's feet and things. Ma'am, there's a reason for that.
I wear one thing. I don't even wear lipstick. It's called eyeliner.
There you go.
And it's the only thing.
There you go.
That I like to wear.
I don't think that's the only thing.
But at the end of the day,
hairline.
I think you
hairline.
Just put your
hairline.
I do skincare. I'm trying to get you a skincare thing.
I'm glad to hear that. Hairband.
Yeah, what about my hairband?
Where's my money, bitch?
You said your hairband. Jesus Christ.
You said things hadn't changed.
I'm at a rant. I'm in rant mode. I want to rant.
A 22-year-old woman doesn't need a hairband.
My husband's knocking on the door.
Hey, that's great.
What's wrong with this chick?
You say he's knocking on the door. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him you're ready to come out of the closet. Metaphorically. And I'm sorry, in your case, literally. Tell him you're ready to come out of the closet.
Yeah, because he's in the bedroom. I'm in the bathroom.
Okay, if he's knocking on the bathroom, he might want to figure out if something's wrong with you there. But hey, come here, Mr. Man. It's just you, me, and a few thousand of our closest friends. Hey, that's a good question. Is he white? Hey.
Oh, she talking to who's she talking to? Salute to Salty Boys. He said, sidebar, Theo. I'm an SAP. This is why I never judge truckers for the same reason. Yeah, man, facts, man. Yeah, facts, man. And then also, side note, salute to the truckers. Yeah, side note as well. I've said this before. That was my last job in the civilian world, and I was working for myself about 4 or 5 years. Now I do YouTube full time. Transition in my life I was not expecting to make, but here we are. But yeah, I garnered a whole new respect.
Where's my money,
bitch? I realized how poorly people treated truck drivers, man. People treat truck drivers like shit. People treat truck drivers like shit, man. And we couldn't get anything accomplished without truck drivers, man. It's crazy. Salute to you, Salty Balls. Let me grab this other one on. This other one ran on, brother. That shit pissed me off, man. I'm calming down now. It took me a minute. I thought I was gonna rant for a while. I thought I was gonna embarrass myself with the rant. Salute to Spark Water representing Queens. He says rant. Bang!
It's good!
I'm over with it, man. I'm done. Let's get back to the video. I'm going to play another video after this one. Let's get to it.
Bermuda, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you.
Facts, Jay.
Tell him don't be shy.
Who is she talking? Is she talking to her man?
It's just you, me, and a few thousand of our closest friends. I'd like to know if he thinks she looks the same as she did 20 years ago. No, that wouldn't be a fair question. Not a fair question.
He wants to know.
Not a fair question.
If you think I look the same
today ma'am. No. The fragility thing. Fragility. Fragile.
He says to him, I do, but it doesn't matter what strangers believe.
Well, you know what? There might be some truth to that.
Me too, man.
This is my husband.
There you go.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo.
It's good.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Who is not shocked by hearing this, yo? No, I'm doing it all.
Bang! It's good.
That's great. That was great. That's how it should. You know what, Project Leroy? That's how it should have ended. I see y'all wilding in the chat. That's how it should have been.
Where's my money,
That's exactly
bitch?
how it should have been. Salute to our Philadelphia sister and her fellow Yakubian. Salute to you, man. Let me grab the super chat. Of course, that's how it is. Of course, that's how it ends. It couldn't end no better. Ross P. Trucker says, salute to you for understanding the bullshit we deal with, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Ross P, man, I tell you, bro, I started working for Ryder. I was a logistics manager for Ryder here in Detroit. And I worked 5 minutes away from my house, bro. 5-minute drive, man. Couldn't wait to get that job, man. Yeah. Man, I did one truck, and all my guys were local guys. My guys aren't OTR over the road. All my drivers, all my guys I supervised was local drivers. Shoot back and forth, work 10, 12 hours, go home, man. I remember the first ride, and we drove from one part of Detroit, delivered our parts to another side of Detroit. We drove from the west side to the east side. Not even 20-minute drive, man. And then my very first ride with my first driver, my respect for truckers changed that minute, bro. That 20 minutes. People cutting drivers off, man, flipping them off, just not acting like they're not driving a vehicle holding 80,000 pounds, 53-foot long trailer, however much they can carry, man. I got a whole new respect for drivers. Salute to you, Ross P. Salute to Louisiana.
Sure.
There you go.
All right. Any more questions?
Ma'am, you've answered all my questions. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Get her off my screen.
Good luck, you guys.
And there it is.
Bang.
So, yeah, Jason, who? Jason, she's got Jason this time. She got him, don't she? She's got him. If you all don't stop trying to bet against me, folks, if you don't quit trying to bet against me.
Talk your talk, Jace.
How many times I got to tell you don't ignore me? If you all don't quit trying to bet against me, did I call it or did I call it? Let me see this man who's okay with you like this. Let me see this man who got you carrying on us. Let me see this dude. By the way, shout out to Poco Loco and my man Tommy Felix supporting the B1 movement here. Thank you very much for everybody who's contributed to tonight's program on PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo. Folks, did I call it or did I call it?
Salute to Black. Chisholm says, a simp. Bang, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
The homie Joker, Nutty Nate, man. I rock with Joker, bro. Always hold me down. Joker, let me know when you get that new music, man. I'll play it for the squad. Oh, which reminds me, I'm supposed to play a video for you guys from another dude sent me. Dude, if you're watching, I forget your name. It's Colonel something. Colonel something. Salute to you, Mr. Burchett. He says 50,000 lashes. Hold that L, sis you and Zaddy. Facts, bro. Facts. I got you.
Okay, DJ.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Appreciate you, God. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. Let's finish her off, man. Called it like a son bitch. Ghost. I see y'all dying in the chat, bro.
You thought that ring was a knockout punch? Are you serious? How many of you didn't know that? Because remember I said, now this is usually the part where I say, bring me the guy. Oh, Jason, he's just trying to slither out of it. No, I'm not. Y'all said, y'all know this is usually the part where I say, let me see the guy. I'll pay you. Let me see him. Y'all got to understand, to the slow bus kids, come back on amateur night, buddy. Come back on amateur night. My man Dion Coleman on deck. We appreciate you there, brother. Project Leroy. You know it's checkmate all day, all summer, all winter.
Project Leroy.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Yeah, Jason, no Project Leroy. Salute to you, Project Leroy. I see you.
Cleavon McClendon, we doing what we do, brother. We doing what we do. Did I call it or did I call it? Real time. All day, every day. Folks, let me tell you, this, you start doing this so long, it just gets old to you.
Great observation by Ashanti. Ashanti,
I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right. If you guys didn't catch that, they're from Philly and they're in the Virgin Islands right now. Salute to Cujo, man. They're down in Cujo's neck of the woods. Who wants to be on vacation? She's on vacation with her husband arguing with Jason Black.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Bitch, if you don't buy a life, get back to it.
How many of you idiots out there thought that ring was a knockout punch?
KJ, I see you.
And then when I said, this is usually the part where I say I want to see him. This is usually the part where I say I want to see him. Oh, he's asleep? I don't believe that. He's been driving around, but it's only 8 or 9 something. He's been driving around, or he's tired already. I don't believe he's asleep. Go get him. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Man, look here. Y'all better come back on amateur night. My name's Jason Black. You don't really want it. It just seems like a good idea. It seems like an excellent idea to challenge me on it. It just seems like a great idea.
Talk your shit.
It just seems that way. It really, really isn't. It really ain't.
Salute to the squad, man. I promise. We got another video. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We got another video. Don't go nowhere. I'm sorry, man. I've said this before on my channel. Let's see. I've said this before on the stream. It's usually guaranteed at least once a day, once a stream, somebody will say something to have me burst out laughing. And this one's right at the end. Who said this? AD Black would say he came to her door looking like Uncle Perry. That's funny, guy. All right. I don't have anything else. I just had one more video because it's Black. I got one more video. That is so funny, bro. I got tears in my eyes. On vacation complaining facts. So, salute to Project Leroy. I see you. I said something earlier in the stream about, it was a woman named Melissa Ortiz who went viral a few years ago. And I did a reaction to her video. Basically, she was just saying, Black women need to shut the fuck up. So I was going to play that video. I was actually going to play her video. Because I reacted to it. This is about 5 months. This is actually December. So 6 months ago, I did this reaction to it. And I'm a little leery because this is before my channel blew up. And I'm like, oh, this video might be shit. Hopefully it's not too bad. This is back when December, right before my channel started to take off in January. So it was right before my channel was really small. But yeah, I actually wanted to play her original video, but she must have seen my reaction because she blocked out she made all those videos private, which I'm not sure why. I think my video put it back in the algorithm. And I did another video on it as well. So let me see, man. I just thought she was real good. I hope this video isn't too bad because I have not watched it in forever. But yeah, man, you got to start somewhere. If it's bad juice, I told you guys in the content creating video we did the other week, you got to start somewhere. So let's see. Even I don't think it'd be that bad. I got to learn how to blow the screen up faster. Let's see here. Hey, y'all can see it. Please like the video and hit the goddamn subscribe button. We are back with another one, this time from Melissa Ortiz. I dropped a video of hers last week. You guys really seem to like it. Let's get to it. Blind reaction, haven't seen it. The title of the video is, Why Are Black Women So Argumentative?
Black women so argumentative? We find any and everything to argue over except something constructive. In fact, we don't consider it a good time unless we've been arguing and fighting with someone over something. We argue in defense of being single mothers. We argue in defense of cursing every other word and being whores because the men do it too. And we argue against accountability for our own actions. And we hide behind God and Jesus to do that with. Only God can judge me. They define themselves by conflict and not by who they're building with. You'll find one or a whole generation of Black females fighting and holding grudges in any Black family in America.
I hate to say Black women this or Black women that, but sisters do hold grudges. Black women will hold a grudge forever, man.
14 years ago, my grandfather was in the hospital dying. All of his children came to the hospital, 6 men and 2 women, and they were in the corridor discussing his care. And it was the 2 females that got into an argument over my grandfather's care. And that devolved into an argument over who was his favorite daughter. And they haven't been speaking since. There's a TV show I watched called Boardwalk Empire, and on the show in, I believe, season 3, there is this ultra-violent gangster named Gyp Rossetti. And it said that he's so mean that he can find the insult in a bouquet of roses.
I remember that.
That pretty well describes the average Black female today. And the sad part is we're proud of this. We're proud to be loud and argumentative and rude and turn around and call that foolishness a strength. And then when nobody wants to argue with us anymore, we'll yell, "You can't handle a strong Black woman." This isn't just a cultural quirk. This illustrates a fundamental difference between the way Black women handle conflict and the way the rest of the world does. No matter how inappropriate or petty the issue, we will find a reason to fight, and if she can't find one, she'll make one. Even if she knows what she's going to see she's not going to like, she'll go there anyway just to argue with people over their opinions. Go to any social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you'll find a Black female arbitrarily arguing with people that she does not know just because their opinions. And the goal is never to come to a resolution. The goal is to just vent this never-ending cauldron of hate and anger and rage that's inside of her. I want you to take a look at something. I want you to watch this clip. It's a clip of an interaction between LeBron James and Mario Chalmers, also known as Rio. And I'll be right back.
Argument earlier, frustrated over some defense. James really got in his face. But then a short time after this argument, Rio, that's what they call Mario Chalmers. I was wrong, my bad.
That's great leadership. I tell you, when we talked about LeBron being a great teammate, I mean, obviously this guy is the king. And for him to look at that in that situation and say, hey, I was wrong, speaks volumes to his teammates and his coaches.
As a woman, I understood that clip to be a demonstration of Black male leadership. Look how quickly the situation escalated and then de-escalated, and one male was able to say to the other, "My bad, bro. I was wrong."
I did a video recently about 3 or 4 weeks ago with the lead attorney. The lead attorney actually gave me a shout out about the reaction. And in that video, I pointed out this exact same scenario. He was talking to this dude named Moose Locks, and Moose Locks offended the lead attorney for a second, but he recognized it and immediately apologized. Side note, I only had like 1,000 subscribers at that time. I did this reaction video, and the lead attorney gave me a shout out.
Where's my money, bitch?
That's all I made it. Salute to y'all. Let's get back to it.
I know you're here to entertain, okay? So I know you got
No, nigga, I'm putting you on free game. I'm putting you on game. I should kick your ass off for saying that. That's so disrespectful.
I didn't appreciate the comments he made about him being there to entertain, and he reiterated that, man, I'm trying to help your ass out by giving you free game, and let him know he felt disrespected.
Can I I apologize. Can I say something real quick?
Locks realizes he was wrong and immediately apologizes. To the lead attorney, smiles, and keeps it going. This is something extremely small, but I just wanted to point that out, how men differ from women. Even in disagreement, we still conduct ourselves in a certain fashion. It's not a humongous blow to our ego to simply admit that we're wrong. He does it within a second of realizing his mistake.
I have a question for Black females. When is the last time you sat down, admitted you were wrong, and closed your mouth?
Right here. That's powerful.
See, LeBron
Great
understood
question.
that for the sake of his team, he should stand down and apologize for his outburst. And it has nothing to do with money or getting paid to get along well.
No.
The ability to stand down and apologize for poor behavior is a character trait. That is not something that comes with money. You have that or you don't. There are plenty of people with money who act stupidly.
And I hate to stop the video again, but to me, that points to something I've said previously about the sisterhood. Women always defending other women no matter what. I say that points to your character, the type of person that you are. If you're willing to ride with someone when you know they're in the wrong, just because they're a woman, just because you're the same gender, and you refuse to speak out on it, I question your character. Where does your moral compass lie? Being able to own up to when you're wrong, it is a character trait, but it's not even something that I personally would have considered previously to be somewhat of a character trait, because it's just who I am as a person. That's just being an adult and realizing that you make mistakes. And once you make a mistake, you correct yourself and own up to that person and atone for your mistakes.
Women as a whole, we do not lack the character to stand down, even when it's destroying our team. You continue to fight and yell and argue to our detriment. And your arguments are so misguided and backwards and downright stupid that Black men are openly discussing other races of women to build with. I know what someone's going to say, you're tearing Black women down. Now, what's your solutions? The solution is be quiet. The solution is close your mouth. The solution is stop arguing, stop fighting, let go of your anger, and be quiet. If you spent less time talking and actually listening to what the men are saying, you'd peep game. Because they're not telling you what they exactly want you to do, but they're telling you what they'd expect from you as a woman. And you're too busy being a hate monger and a brat to absorb it. Black men in general are tired of us. This argumentative thing you've got going, which, by the way, you don't pull with white men, is pushing Black men away from you, and it's not getting you anywhere. This is one of the reasons we got a race full of baby mamas and no husbands. At this point, Black men are just tolerating us. They love us, they want to produce Black families, but let's be honest, we've been overrun by hood rat slut culture, and as a whole, we are an undesirable group of women.
Damn.
My question is, why? Why are you so angry?
Where's my money?
What makes you so uptight you can't let anything go? Everything you see, everything you don't like, you have to comment, you have to go ballistic. Why? If you see a comment online you don't like, you flip out on that person and everyone who agrees with them. The problem is you don't like yourself. We have the lowest self-esteem as a group. And the sad part is a lot of us have no purpose because we don't even know why we were born. How many Black children do you know that were born for a reason other than mom got knocked up and didn't abort me?
Ding, ding.
Bro, I forgot, bro. She fucking cooking, man. Let's get back to it. I forgot how much she's
I don't
cooking.
care what white women do, and I don't care that white women do it too because their bastard baby rate is not 75%, so I don't care. We wander through life aimlessly. We have no direction, no legacy, no wealth, no decent maternal figure to teach us decorum or how to be sexually responsible, and no parents to leave us anything. With no point and no direction, we have all the time in the world to sit on the internet and argue and yell and scream and go on an hours-long tirade with people we disagree with. You only get one life. Why would you spend it arguing?
Wow, she left me kind of speechless there at the end. And also remember that this woman only made 5 videos, and this video, as well as the other ones, were made back in 2014. So she definitely needs to come back and make some more.
I've not seen this. Bro, we ain't recorded in the same room, bro. Jesus Christ, we done came a long way, DoBetterSquad. Jesus, my old shitty camera.
Content, because the things she said, albeit they're almost a decade old, are still extremely relevant to this day. It's rare to see a Black woman so candid about these topics and speaking open and honestly because of the sisterhood. And she brought up several great points. One of them that stuck with me was the grudge. I personally know a lot of Black women who hold grudges for extensive amount of times, and all that is like swallowing poison. You're just killing yourself holding grudges like that, especially towards people that you consider family or friends. And I want to replay one point that she made in the last video.
50% of a woman's problem come from her inability to shut up.
And to me, that point spoke volumes. If so many women would just shh, be quiet. But I think it's that a lot of our women have been misinformed by society and telling them that they need to be the man. And also, I was having this conversation earlier today with a gentleman at the store about how I think that masculinity and masculine men are frowned upon, but also those same masculine men run the infrastructure and created the world that we all live in. But hey, what the hell do I know? This is Pothead talking on YouTube. You guys let me know what you think after party in the comments. My name's Theodore Cooper, but you can
call me bitches.
Do better.
Excuse me, bitches?
Gotta let that play. Oh, yeah, I got it again.
50% of a woman's problem come from her inability to shut up.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Look, I'm over here smiling, looking at myself when I was coming up 6 months ago in these YouTube streets. That video wasn't bad, though. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. That video wasn't bad
because I was I was recording using screen recorder. Salute to you guys. I saw your super chats, EJ. Make sure I pull those before we get out of here. Let's see here. Let's see. Grab these ones. Appreciate you guys rocking with me today. Let's see. That was funny. Quiet Storm about the lead attorney in Moose Locks. Moose Locks made people money, bro. I didn't really make any money off Moose Locks, but I got some good I got some good reviews from it. Salute to Eric Jordan. He says, "Ben, which isn't happy for her Zimp Zaddy husband." Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see. The checks must have hit the bank. Oh, the month. Great job. Bang! It's good. They have. Oh, they have. Salute to you. Reach out to her. Bro, you need to reach out to her and have. Dude, that's a. Bang! It's good. See, man, this is a great idea, man. And this is why I like rocking with the squad. You guys give me great ideas, man. And that's the thing, man. I think I'm starting to realize. Salute to.
Where's my money, bitch? I'm
looking for the second one from EJ. I'm gonna grab yours as well, Alboski. Salute to her name. She be in the you find her in the replay gang, Jamaica Hall. Jamaica. I always pronounce her name wrong. Jamaica. She's always in the replay gang. But I checked her channel. She has a channel. She has a small channel. And 50. Oh, okay. I think I messed up. She has a small channel, real small channel, and she interviewed King Pookie, and I was like,
"Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
I don't know how many subscribers she got, but I was like, bro, how big is my channel is? I could actually have people over here. I just don't be wanting nobody over here. Juice, that is a great person. I'll reach out to her, man. I'll reach out to her. Damn, Theo, you have come a long way. Salute to you, man. It was funny, bro. That was 6 months ago, but I just looked at that date. That was 6 months. That was the first week of December. So just about 6 months ago, but my channel was still small. I only had 1,500 subscribers. That next month in January is when I got 17,000 subscribers. I went from 1,500 to 20,000 in a month. My channel, that was right before my channel started to blow up, yo. Same room, it just looks a lot better in here. Let's see. I thought EJ said two of them. EJ is our show sponsor. Make sure we show Eric Jordan some love. Who in the funk video chat? Somebody in the bathroom while they on vacation. This bitch isn't happy, Zaddy. You need to run. Get to the chopper! I'm telling you, salute to Ashanti, because she was the first one that I seen call that out in the chat. She's in the Virgin Islands with her husband. I wish Bella. Where Bella at? Mona D. One of the ladies here. I'm just grabbing anybody, for example. Bella Rings. Me and you married, right? We go from Detroit to Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, whatever. We on vacation. And you sit up here, let me go in the bathroom, and you sit up here. Who are you talking to, Jason Black? Who the fuck? Is this nigga funding this vacation? You better. Bitch, please. Let's see. Salute to Quiet Storm. He says, Coach Greg Adams and Mr. Palmer destroyed Moose Locks after the interview with TLA. I know of Mr. Palmer. I've never watched his content. Coach Greg Adams, the funny thing about Coach Greg was I was in the kitchen. I was in the crib, man. I think I was in the kitchen whenever I had him playing in the background, and I was in the kitchen. And he was talking about, this is the end of 22, Quiet Storm, because he was doing it, I guess he does this thing annually, Simp of the Year. And he said Moose Locks. And I remember I was in my kitchen. I was like, I know that name. So that was, now I think about it, that was literally weeks after I dropped my video. And I came back, and he was talking about Moose Locks, but he had my thumbnail on the screen. And I was like, yo, CGA, man, show me some love in the chat. And he was like,
access denied.
But no, I think I should have sent a super chat. I wasn't thinking, but yeah, he actually had my thumbnail up here. I was like, that's crazy, man. Let's see. Salute to Boski says, look at the big homie back there looking like he about to crank up the Tecmo. Bang! It's good! Bro, my camera was shitty. Man, it's funny how it works out, man. That's the thing about content creation. It'll naturally evolve over time. Let's see, that's a good question, though, bro. That is a good question, man. But here's one thing as well. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm transparent. I don't act like I'm great at everything. I am a little hesitant to have people on the show because I just don't really, like I said, you shouldn't really worry about that. I've never really interviewed people. Outside like hire people for work. I've never really sat back and interviewed people, and I'm realizing that's something, as a content creator, that's another skill that I didn't think about initially. Is that's another skill you have to add to your tool belt, if that makes any sense. And that's a skill that I don't have. I know that I'm lacking in it. The simple fact that I called my sister up here on the spot one day and couldn't think of things to ask her, my fucking sister. But I shouldn't let that stop me. That's one thing I don't believe in, not doing something because you're scared to, or you're a little bit hesitant because you haven't perfected that area. No, you just need to dive head first. But that's a great idea, Juice. I don't really want to have guests on my show. I really don't. I'll be honest with you. But I would love to have her on the show, bro. I would love to have her on. I'm actually going to reach out, see if I can. I thought it was a little bit weird because I was just looking at it and those videos that she made. Because she made those videos like 10 years ago. And yeah, man, I think I will, bro. I think I will, man. Let's see. Don't miss any more. Make sure I didn't. Salute to everybody that's been kicking in the show. Let's see. Like one sister told me, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Yeah, man, and it's so crazy, man. It's the need to be white and just not admitting that you were wrong. So many women struggle with that. And I was married once. My ex-wife struggled with that as well. I've learned to not hold that against her because it seems like so many women just can't. We talked about that before on here. Just say, it blows my mind that so many women just say, oh, my bad, I'm wrong. But it's all ego. It's all ego. Let's see. A black man will apologize and get along without. Man, exactly, bro. Man, I will apologize quick as shit if I'm wrong because I'm not perfect. It doesn't make me feel the type of way to apologize. If I'm wrong, bro, I'm wrong, man. I don't understand the big deal, man. Theo was about to play Double Dragon on the NES. Bro, that's messed up, man. In fact, Theo, a bitch better hang that phone. Yeah, what are we talking about here? People don't know how to unplug. That's why, bro, that's what I'm saying, man. And that's why I said I was going on vacation. I probably still will. It's just I don't really need it. At one point I was like, I need to go on vacation now. But I talked to Mona D about this. When I do, I'm unplugging, bro. That's why I was like, I was gonna take a little 2-week vacation and be here at the crib. Nah, man, you can't do that, bro. No, you have to unplug, get away from it all, man. Let's see. You can get good. Yo, you can get good at it. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a great idea, man. I think that's a great idea, bro. That's a great idea, man. That's a great idea, Juice. Juice, stop bullshit and put your content out. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I remember that. Yeah, man, that chick content is great, man. Her content was good, but she made about I refused to paint for years. I'm damn near unstoppable. Start doing interviews. You'll end up amazing at it. Yeah, man, that's what I need to do. And I'll own up to it. I've always been a little hesitant. They're not always. It wasn't until we called my sister up that moment. I said it during the show. That was about 2 months ago. I called my sister up on the live about some silly shit. And I said it in that moment. I said it, dude. I'm just realizing right now when I'm talking to my sister, I've never interviewed anybody. So since then, I have been hesitant. But I'm one of those people. I try to practice what I preach. I always tell people, don't let fear stop you. Because I've never been the dude to like let fear really stop me from doing anything. But yeah, so yeah, you guys are right. And I need to buy a book on it. I buy books on shit and read on how to get better at things. I need to buy a book on interviewing people. But I really do think that's a good idea. I think it's I think it's in our DNA and we have to deprogram ourselves. It's just crazy to me because I look at it from the perspective, not even men versus, men and women are different. I just look at it perspective that nobody's perfect. No one's perfect. So you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. And to me, I'll tell you this. I think it's a red flag for fellas looking to entertain a woman. I say if a woman can't admit she's wrong, another red flag, a woman who doesn't drive, unless she's from New York City. We talk about that, different story for a different day. A woman who ain't just driving, that she gonna be your extra passenger. No, a woman that doesn't drive is another red flag. But another one to me is a woman can't apologize. If you can't say, hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong. If it kills her, if she just has to be right, man, the biggest of red flags. Theo, you don't need anybody on your show. You are the man.
Bang! It's good!
No doubt. Yeah, you got to unplug, man. No doubt, man. Yeah. But you know what, man? I'm going to open up the call lines for like certain events. I'm not even going to tell y'all ahead of time. I'm just going to do it. You say, facts, false evidence of appearing real. Yeah, man. You can't live your life like that. Too many people let fear stop them from doing certain things, man. But yeah, I just noticed that when I was talking to my sister, I was like, oh my God, I suck at this. But it's just something you get better at. But I don't really want guests on my show, to be honest. People email me all the time, be like, Theo, can you have me on your show?
Access denied.
And here's why. I'm gonna tell you this, and it's gonna sound a bit cocky, but it is what it is. Here's why I don't be wanting other people, like people who DM me and email me asking me to be on the show. Here's why you haven't been on. And this is gonna come off a bit cocky. I'm not trying to, but it's my honest opinion. the reason I don't really want you guys on, and I don't want you guys on, the reason I won't likely have you guys on, because you're reaching out to me when I have 30, 40,000 subscribers. When none of you niggas reaching out to me when I had 7.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I'm on my Kobe shit. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Trucker May 92, salute.
General, I salute you.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym, baby. Now that we getting a little bit of shine, hey, man, can I come on? No, man. Pump the brakes, bro.
Access denied.
Salute to everybody. But no, on a serious note, I would have that. I don't think I could have a better guest on my show but this woman. But you know what? I never would normally do this. I'm going to reach out to her right now, man, see if we can work something, you know. But remember as well, guys, those videos are 10 years old. So I have no idea what this woman is doing with herself. But I appreciate all you guys rocking with me. We've been on over 3 hours. Salute to the squad, man. Apologizing is putting yourself in other shoes. Facts, Tom. There's facts, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Money, bitch.
Appreciate you, Tom. And that was something that, I'm not going to really, I'm about to get off this real quick, but that was something with my ex-wife. Not exactly the apologizing thing, but I remember we were young when we were married. I remember telling her that all the time, like, okay, she would tell me something how she feels. I would download the information. I would regurgitate it back to her. I was like, okay, I can see why you're feeling about that because of this. I understand you, right? She would say, okay. And I would say, okay, well, let's look at it from my perspective. Let's put yourself in my shoes, and here's why. And we would go through the same exact rigmarole that we went through with her situation. But once the shoe was on the other foot, you know, we was talking about myself, and she just couldn't grasp it. And that just really was something that really made me initially like, this might not work out, for the simple fact that she refused to look at things from another person's perspective, which is to me a sign of immaturity as well as selfishness. But hey, appreciate all you guys rocking with me. Thanks, Tom, for the super chat. And I'm gonna reach out to her as well. Just see, you know, she said yay or nay. We see if we can coordinate something. Salute to the squad, man. We out. PA Texas says, I need to put my content out, updating 2 mobile apps, working with a freaking slave on my businesses, working like a freaking slave. I'll be working like a slave on this channel, bro. I know. Just finished this ISO app, and I'm going to start as soon as Apple accepts my app and all that. They reject it. Yeah, PA, that's all cool and all. I know you're in the tech industry, but, bro, you need to start a channel because you're fucking hilarious, bro. I've told you that shit months ago. You need to start. You can do all that Apple techie shit. I know you in the IT making that bread, bro, but you're hilarious, bro. You can be huge on YouTube, bro, if you wanted to. But I've already told you that a few times, and I've gotten myself out of the habit of telling grown people what to do. So salute to you, bro.
It's good!
Stop it. Get some help.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Goddamn right.
Boom shakalaka!
Stop it. Get some help.
Who is it you think you see? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks.
then get out. Then Esther, I don't care. Esther. Because you were being rude.
What it do, baby?
Goddamn right.
Finish him. Flawless victory. Fatality.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so. Bang! Bang! It's good!
Is it the shoes?
Oh my God. Stop it! Get over here!
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Come hell or high water. And to be clear, I am the hell and the high water.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Bitch better how my fuck me. Hold up. Nah.
I want to sing a little song that kept me going when I had troubles. We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock. But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Rock lobster! Yeah, you're gonna be okay.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Walk that drink. Walk that drink. Walk that drink.
It's good!
Turbulence, people.
Is it the shoes?
It's all about the motherfucking money. It's all about the motherfucking money.
Not the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
He's on fire! All right, here's a little tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West. Well, there once were two cowboys all alone out on the trail, and they discovered they could sleep with another male. Now they're having butt sex. Cowboy butt sex. Sodomy. Come on, everybody. Sodomy. Sodomy. Sodomy.
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP.
Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Piss on you, I'll piss on you, I'll pee on you.
Normally I don't do this, but I'm gonna hit y'all off with a little taste of the remix. Y'all ready? Here we go. I pick you up from the club, take you home to make some love. Got a surprise, close your eyes. I'm gonna cover you in suds. I'm gonna give you some poo-poo. I'm gonna give you some pee-pee. I'm gonna give you some doo-doo. Wash it down with some wee-wee. This is the remix edition of a song about pissing. I got that pee and leaking, and there's juice in the kitchen. I sip Chris, you drink piss.
Goddamn right.
Claudine. GTD. What does GTD stand for? Man, you are in a court of law. There are a lot of people in here. We can't hear you. Your Honor, you're going to have to make them speak up. What does GTD stand for? Got the draws, okay?
Yeah, he got the draws.
What the hell is wrong with you people?